Why, hello. All right, well, hello and welcome back to another live stream, or if you're watching this later, video of Voice of the Rings. Hope you're all having a wonderful day in Middle-earth, my friends. And today, I thought Friday afternoon for my time, we're gonna play a little LOTRO, and I'm gonna work on my Loremaster, because I'd like to get him up a higher levels. I've just done a guide on LOTRO Loremaster, which I will release on Sunday. So, day after tomorrow, at the time of this live stream, if you're here live. But yes, we're gonna have some fun today, my friends. I hope you're having a great day, Middle-earth. Hope you have a nice drink. I have a nice passion tea with some that dried dragon fruit in it. Very good. It's perfect. I always ask for no lemonade in it because I just don't want as much sugar. So I just enjoy just a little bit of sugar from the dragon fruit and then the plain unsweetened tea. All right, I'm a tea guy. You already all know that, though. Hey, what's up, Riff? How's it going, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Awesome. All right, so this live stream, guys, on the bright side is by the way, Riff, did you want to be a moderator on the channel? Because if you don't, no obligation. But if you do, you ever want to help shoot down bots for fun. But I have a lot more filters on for this live stream, so the bot shouldn't be quite as a vicious thing. Yes. Rift pointed out in a comment on one of our recent videos that there is carryalls for sale right now, which, well, you know what, we'll check right now. We'll just look at it right now at the beginning of the stream, just for fun here. Where's my little thingy here? I have a little, there it is. Oh, there's a way down there. There we go. All right. So again, you should constantly check the sales if you're a LOTRO player. Dream Elements bot is working. All right, awesome, perfect. I will, there you go, Riff. You are now officially, Riff is one of our Patreons. We have a lot of fun in the Discord together. But yes, you're now a moderator too on the channel. I appreciate the help. The biggest thing that I could use help with, if you see it on my videos, is that when I post a new video, and I'm posting a lot, I'm always having to remove like a couple spam bots, and I keep reporting them to YouTube, and I guess they just have an army because there's always a new one posting on all my videos, which might be an indirect positive that our channel is growing, so people are like, the bot spam army is trying to use us as a platform in that way, but it's not a fun thing for me because I'm constantly having to remove stuff and report things and like keep an eye on my new videos that come out. All right, which one of these is flickering? I got some new lights. I know I said this in my last live stream, but they seem to be working better than my other ones. I'm very happy about it, but I'm trying to use them as much as I can within the first 30 days. Hey, what's up, DJ? Welcome. Why, hello there. What's the next line from Star Wars, guys? General Kenobi. I will deal with the Jedi scum myself. I was watching a meme on the thing, and my cousin got it. I texted my cousin yesterday, and I was like, what's the next line after this? And I gave him a hint. I'm like, it's two beings talking. I was like, hello there. And then it was like about 5 minutes, and my cousin was like, General Kenobi. He texts back. I'm like, ah, yes, that's my cousin. We know each other well. All right, I don't know if I had him. Oh no, you guys have seen him on the channel. If you watched my StarCraft video I did on an Unexpected Party playlist, where we did a StarCraft hard against some hard computers, that's my cousin, Worley Lexicon. Same cousin. All right, I guess I'll just have to type in large carryall. There's a lot of things on sale right now. There it is. Yeah, that is amazing, you guys. Wow, I'm glad Riff pointed this out. So, if you're watching this stream anytime in the next 2-3 days of it being posted, I don't know how long this sale is, but that is amazing, you guys. It's a crafting carryall. It's 50 slots. Now, what I'm gonna probably do is I think I'll go buy it on Zollin, because if I buy it on this character, it's gonna be sent to this character. So real quick, I'm gonna switch over and go on Zollin, just real fast. And I'm gonna buy that before I forget, because I have points. If you watched my video today, I released a video talking about the new supporter packs, and I did support the game, and I bought the big ones. So Again, I play this game and I do so much now on YouTube with this game with you guys that like I might as well support it and get extra points. So I have lots of points, so might as well get a crafting carryall. Can you get more than one? I'm tempted to get 2 of them because they're so cheap right now, and I have a bunch of points now. Yes. All right. All right, DJ Norris says, I finished up the Fellowship of the Ring this morning. Ooh, this special extended version, of course. Of course. I can't go back and watch the original. There's too much good stuff in the extended edition. You know, I find something funny, though, about the Fellowship one. There's actually a scene in the Fellowship original DVD that's not in the extended. They, like, took it out, which is really weird. Hey, what's up, Zone? Welcome, welcome. All right, so I'm gonna just get this carryall real quick. So we were just talking about, guys, the nice. You got them all, the carryalls. Yeah, we're talking about this new. They have the large crafting carryall right now on sale. So I'm just gonna buy it real quick, and then we're gonna do some leveling on the Loremaster. There it is. Look at that. Damn, man, that is so good, you guys. This is so good. This is why don't buy it unless you really want to. You just wait for a sale like this. Like, this is amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy this one. Buy one. Again, I have 13,000 points right now because I got one of the... If you watch my newest video I just released like 3 hours ago, we talk about the new supporter packs. And not just that, not only do we talk about them, I actually open them and look at the cosmetics. Because I saw a couple of people show stuff about it, which was great, and report it, but none of them actually bought it and opened the stuff to see it. And I'm someone who's like, I want to see it as someone, so I was like, I'll do that for my channel. I'll get it and actually open it and show you guys what it looks like in game. Also, we found out that the thrush has cool sound effects, like the little thrush that they give you, or it's the little rainbow bird. I forget what it's called right now. Here, I'll put it on right here. I haven't actually put it on my bar here. Let's just open it through here. Let's see. Little bird, where are you? I don't really have that many cosmetics on this character. I have a lot more on my Loremaster. Here it is. The Noble Starling. It's a starling. Okay. It's got great sound effects, though. Let's see. So there it is. See, it's got nice little bird sound effects. All right, here's my new crafting carryall. Again, I'm tempted to buy one more on Zollin because I'm gonna empty my crafting stuff out of my one house, one of my kin houses. I'd rather just be all on Zollin because it's easier to craft if it's all on the same character when you're crafting. So yeah, I'm gonna get another one. I'm gonna get 2 with the sale. 2, it's too good to pass up. Because since I play this game so much, and I'm gonna start doing a lot more crafting by myself, and then once I educate myself on some of the new crafting stuff and more, I will do more crafting videos for guides. If you watched my new one where I put in the parentheses as a disclaimer, attempting to craft for level 60, because I forgot. There's the sound effects. You see? The bird. Yes, it's 75% off right now, Zone. It's really... Remember, it goes on the character you buy it on, right? Well, it's bound to account, so you probably can send it to your friends. I'm pretty sure you can send it to your other alt account characters. Not alt account, excuse me. Your other characters on the same server, same account, which might mean, can you mail it with the stuff in it? You might be able to, actually, which is kind of cool, because that means you could, like, get all the crafting stuff on one character and then mail it to another one. Kind of cool. All right, anyway, we're gonna go back on Grandal. We're gonna work on Grandal during this stream. We're gonna have some fun. Hey, what's up, Cow God with zeros in your name? Yeah, welcome. Cow God has made some very excellent comments in the past. I appreciate. Most of you guys here have been very awesome in comments, so I love constructive comments that help out. All right, we're gonna play our Loremaster here today. We're gonna play Grandal. Again, I have a full Loremaster in-depth class review. I had a couple people ask me to do Loremaster, and it is actually one of the classes I used to play a lot back at the cap levels of like 100 and down. I used to play it a lot. Yeah. I used to be kind of like, our main leader, kin leader, was a guardian, so when they didn't need another tank and he was tanking in a raid or something, we didn't need an off tank, which would be my job usually, I would hop on the Loremaster and they'd have me do the Loremaster stuff. Because, I mean, I had a lot of experience in the game. I knew how to multitask with a Loremaster, because you multitask when you're doing a raid with, oh my gosh. You'll see in my video, but if you guys remember, Loremasters, you're doing so many things at once. You're healing your friends, you're buffing your friends, you're debuffing the enemies, you're CCing, crowd controlling some units, you're controlling your pet, you're controlling different cooldown timers of different defensive spells and stuff. I mean, we're talking like 20 things on a rotation or more, versus if you're a tank, you're thinking about like 2 or 3 things, right? Positioning and like keeping aggro. Like, compared to tanking, Loremasters are very, very hard in raids. All right. Hey, welcome everybody. Let me see if I catch up on what you guys are saying. I'm still learning how to be keep up with the live chat with live streams, but I thoroughly do enjoy this hang out and talking. It's fun. Yeah, Dutch, that's what I was just saying. I believe you can, because they're bound to your account. Remember, it's only going to be able to your characters. You might also be able to put it into your shared storage. So for example, I can open my shared storage from here, because we talked about this with VIP, though I should probably just link this thing, town servers, to my bar. Remember, you can link items to your bar. You can just drag them if your bar's not locked. But let's just do this real quick. Shared storage. Actually, does Grandal have any carry-alls? I don't know if he has any. Oh, he doesn't have any. Oh, well, I have to go back to my other character to check. I'm pretty sure you can, though, right? The Brawler is awesome. They did a big update with Brawlers, too. I did put another video out last night. Gosh, man, I've been doing a lot of videos. But we went over the update, and this new update with Illidan and Elro here, like, that's cool and all, the story, and very exciting. But did you look at the PvP updates in that patch? That's why I put in the title that it's huge. You guys, they made all the monster player races free to play. And they've like they've made it where like they're gonna try to, it looks like they're trying to buff up PvP again, which is really exciting for me, because I loved that back in the day, and it really fell off, man, a few years back. At least on the servers I played. I don't know, Crit Hollow might have more PvP than I realized. We're gonna definitely do some PvP. I just need to get some characters up to max level. I want to do it at max level, even though they scale you. This is Crit Hollow, yeah. Even though they scale you and stuff, like with PvP, I'm curious, how much do they scale us? Let's go to PvP real quick. Let's see, I have 56,000 HP right now, I'm level 116. Let's see how much it scales me up to 140. My goal in this live stream today was just to answer questions, give kinship invites, and at the same time, am I skilled up? Doesn't really, oh, there's the scale up. There it is. It's doing it, it's scaling everything. Okay, there we go. So I think it's individually scaling items. 288,000 health. That seems like a pretty good scale up. Now, granted, the bonus to having max level is, I was reading in the patch notes, which I do cover in the video that I released last night, is it's Audacity, right? That's the word, right? It's the one that gives you the ability to not be CC'd and stuff. So, and that's important. So the higher level you are, you can technically now come to the Entomors at level 20 as a free-to-play player, and now as a free-to-play, I think you can play all the bad races. So if you want to be a person who just gets the game to play PvP as an orc, you can do it now. You don't even have to pay for a subscription. That's pretty cool. They opened it up to free-to-play. So I think it's a huge update for monster play. They're really trying to tune some stuff. But this is the monster play area, right? It's a big map. It's a really big map. So this is the main base down here in the corner. That's the enemy's main base. And right now, pretty much the only ones that are good are right here. Everyone else has all the other bases, the bad guys. But as much as this sounds fun, what I want to do is I want to do some leveling, and fast. So I'm going to try to figure out where I originally was in my leveling. Yeah, the Beorning is really cool. I need to get back on Treebeard and do more on the Beorning. I think the only thing that a little bit bothered me with being on the Legendary server on the hard mode was I was getting a little tired of the nuking Sauron eye constantly. Like, I understand that's just giving it more challenge, but I turned off the animations for it a little bit because it was getting kind of frustrating. And I had other people on our channel saying it was kind of frustrating too. Yeah, putting your carry-all through shared storage would at least save you some money, because even as a VIP, you still have to pay to mail it through. All right, so I just need to figure out real quick, and then I'll keep answering your guys' questions, where I need to be right now. So, where am I at? So I'm technically level 1. I think I'm at the front of Mordor. I think is what I remember. Again, I have all these chapter quests I never really completed. Oh well. Yeah, see, these are kind of old. I should probably get through later and delete some of these, but that's okay. For now, we won't worry about it. So I need to go to... Actually, since I'm being scaled up, it might be giving me false information. Where is my map to right now? Bree. I just realized this character doesn't have the speed upgrades. I'm gonna get the speed upgrades. If you guys don't know what this is, you should know what this is. You guys know about the map increased speed? All right, let's see. Gotta look up map. It is not a regular map. It is the ones that increase the times. Oh gosh, I forgot. I didn't realize they had maps to like everywhere you can buy. Guess it's for convenience, but where's the account character? Is it under disc? Oh no, map skills. There it is. Map skills, travel. Where is it? Travel skills? There it is. Yep, Expedient Traveler and Hurried Traveler. These stack, you guys. So it reduces the cooldown on all milestone skills by 30 minutes, and this one by 25. They stack, so it turns your hour cooldown into 5 minutes. And it is across, you know how you have different cooldowns, right? You have your house has its own cooldown, your house travel, and your other special maps have their own cooldown, but the regular ones don't. They're usually a long time. So I'm gonna go ahead. Sometimes these go on sale, but I'm just gonna buy them real quick. One thing I wish they would do with the internal store is I would like it if they made it where you can, when you buy something, it stays on the page you're on. I don't like how it refreshes. It's a little bit frustrating. It's always been a thing, and that would be a nice quality of life update. I think they should do that. All right. Boom, there they all both are, and now, right now, I'm still gonna wait for my cooldown, but now with this character, it should also be upgraded. And yes, you have to get that on each character, unfortunately. I already have it on Zollin, but I never got it on this character. How's the garden in real life? Yes, the garden, not LOTRO? Yeah, the garden is going good. The corn is growing. I sent you guys that community post the other day. We already got really big corn on there. It's not ripe yet. It's not ready to be picked yet, but it's about 14 feet high, the corn. It's actually rather impressive.
What do you need?
I remember seeing corn when I lived in the south of the United States, because that's where a lot of it is made. I lived there for a few years. Remember seeing it there, but we don't grow corn in California usually. It's a little, I haven't seen it grown as much. It grows better in the mid to south of North America. But we grow everything else in California though. So an interesting little fact, most of California actually provides the majority of all vegetables for all of America, all of Canada, and most of Mexico. Not saying they don't grow vegetables in other places. I'm just saying we provide like 80% of the vegetables. The middle part of California, like the valley area. So, because despite some people not knowing, yes, California gets droughts all the time. It's kind of natural in Southern California, but mid-California still gets a lot of rain. And yeah, so. And sometimes I wonder when they say stuff about droughts anyway, because yes, we've had droughts, but it's funny because I was watching some scientists talking about how we're finally good again. We're not in a drought in California. And then suddenly everyone's saying we're in a drought again. And I'm like, who's saying we're in a drought? Because I'm like listening to the scientists and they're like, oh no, we're definitely not. We've got good water, good ice levels again, good lakes filled. All our snow-capped peaks are snowy again. So we get rivers, right? Natural for the year. We've been getting good rain every year, so I don't know where that came from.
What do you need?
But California definitely has cycles. We have like 10, 20-year cycles of where we have a drought for like 5-6 years, and then we get a lot of rain for a couple years. It's natural. It's how it's. California is very interesting because it's such a huge place too. I don't know how many of you are here watching are from California, but it's a huge place. It's basically like the size of some small countries, right? It's a really huge state with many different views and many different climates. Like, because of the mountains, it causes so many different climates. We have lush rain. We actually have a rainforest. It's not a jungle rainforest. It's where the redwoods are. It's a different kind of rainforest, right? It's I forget what the word's called, but we have regular forests, we have deserts, we have fields, we have everything in between. Stretches a lot north, south, and right and left because of the mountains cause a lot of different biomes. All right, so where is level 105? I think it's Mordor, right? I have a map to return to Mordor, but it's 30 whole minutes, so I'm gonna try to get there another way. Let's see. Mordor, where are you? Those things are kind of obnoxious over there. So yeah, those things are kind of annoying and loud. That's a good way to use the filter. We just did a video on that. You can filter out certain sounds in the games, guys, so you don't hear it. Right here. It's pretty cool. So if I didn't want to hear that anymore, I could say record, and then I could stop it and be like, oh, there, moose. Filter the moose sound. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go to South Bree because I think that gives me more options to go to Mordor. Yeah, the corn's gonna be good. My mom's actually gonna can it. She's learning how to can stuff because just for safety, like, it's kind of good to have that kind of stuff prepared, right? You know, you don't have food for a couple weeks because of some disaster. You have it canned and ready. But then we're gonna keep some of it for next year, and then we'll probably eat 1 or 2 fresh because it's kind of, we want to try what they taste like.
What can I do for you?
Vegetables and stuff taste so good when you home grow them and they haven't been sitting in a store. Now, granted, we're a little spoiled in California again with the fact that most of our vegetables and fruits are grown here because it only is a few days and then we get them and they taste pretty darn good. Because when we lived in Tennessee, oh my gosh, the vegetables were so much more expensive because they were shipped across the state. Except for corn. Corn was grown in Tennessee, so it wasn't, and it was very good. But a lot of the things wouldn't last very long. They'd get rotten real quick because they'd already had traveled for a week. So it is interesting how things work like that. I need to focus. I need to find where I'm going. I'm sorry. I'm having too much fun talking with you guys, which isn't a bad thing. But I want to actually get leveling while we're talking. Gundabad, I'm Mordor. That's where I want to go to Mordor, but... All right, I'm just gonna take a Swifty that use my Mithril coin to go to Mordor. Yeah, definitely. And it's mainly too. Calga, I was just reading your thing. Actually, I have friends that live in Arizona. That is true, because they still get their monsoon season, but it hasn't been enough to completely fill the underground aquifers and stuff. All right, so.
Come then.
I need to go to the front. Let's go to that place. You grew pumpkins? Ooh, that sounds good, DJ. Yeah. Do you know we had pumpkins? It's so funny too because a lot of times I'd always recommend to people, if you ever hear something like, oh, that doesn't grow in your area, here's what I give. This is my advice to you. Just try to grow it. Because really, the seeds aren't going to cost you that much. And it is good to get seeds that are like from heritage or something that are like not messed with. You know what I mean? Because sometimes they can be helpful, right? If they genetically do something. But other times it makes it where when they have their first thing, you can't take their seeds and replant them. They're like kind of sterile. But anyway, besides that, we had pumpkins that kept, we'd leave one on the ground and it would decay, right, and going back into the ground. We had pumpkins rotating for like 7 years in this one spot in our front yard. It was really fun. All right, so here's the question. Are there quests here for me? These are definitely quests that I have in my inventory.
This land makes my skin crawl.
Whispers and signs. Again, it looks too low level. Yeah, it is. It's way too low level. We're 10 levels higher than this now. Are we past the Mordor? What am I into right now? Maybe we need to go to Erebor. Sometimes this is hard if you haven't played a character for like 6 years and you forget where you were. It's the only thing that can be a challenge sometimes in any MMO. But we will figure it out. Defeat enemies in Dol Amroth. 108, still too low. See, 120 less, so we're on the other side of Mordor pretty much. Speak with Court of, oh, that's on my level. But that might be a scaling level. Strongholds of the North. Well, let's go talk to Galadriel. Let's see if she leads me in any quests we can do. Hey. He's a very...
Come.
He sounds rather Scottish or something. Yeah, I mean, Zone, I do understand it is hard sometimes with that kind of stuff, but I would recommend you just have to try to find the right balance. Just try to grow something. If it dies, right? Just do your best, and with your climate, try to figure out what you need to do. Do you need to water it less? Do you need to water it more to make up for it? That kind of stuff. Because it's kind of fun to be able to like conquer the natural and make something grow that wouldn't otherwise grow in your area. But it's funny because a lot of stuff in where I live by the beach, people are like, oh, that won't grow. It's too moist. It's too much water in the air, too humid. And a lot of times they grow. Like, now granted, Southern California, our weather's pretty good for plants because we usually get quite a bit of sun most of the year. But again, the thing is sometimes it gets too hot. Like my Irish moss is having a little troubles right now in the middle of summer. It gets just a little too hot. So I've been trying to water it enough to kind of counter that, and kind of cover it from the direct sun in the afternoon. Looking a tad pale, well, unfortunately I can blind people with my arms. That's just my Scottish background. My mom used to make jokes because she went to Scotland.
Come then.
When she was my age, this is like, I don't know, 30 years ago. And she said it got really sunny there, so everyone went outside to like sunbathe, and the next 2 days after the sun, everyone was sunburned. But they liked it. They wanted to get in the sun, but they were all sunburned. Which is, I kind of find hilarious. And again, that's kind of a cool thing. That's the whole reason why people have different pigments in their skin, right? Because it's like, the reason a lot of people that are more northern in the hemisphere, right, have lighter skin is because there's a lot more cloud cover, a lot less direct sun, because you're not near the equator. And what happens is your body wants more vitamin D, so over time with generations, you get less and less pigment, right? And vice versa for people who live on the equator, right? You get darker skin because your body's trying to prevent you from getting sunburned, one, and for two, it doesn't need as much vitamin D. Which is something interesting I learned, because now that people are living all over the world, people have to think about that stuff. Like, people who have a darker skin that move to northern areas actually have, I was watching a doctor talk about it, they need to take more vitamin D to make up for it because they don't get as much sun, just because that's the area. It's very interesting. And obviously, us people like me, if I go to the equator, I gotta cover up because I'll get sunburned real fast. In Finland, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, greenhouse help. Yeah, well, yeah, Finland is because you're a lot higher on the than me with so if I'm in Southern California, I'm nearer to the equator, right? But not quite, because like the center of Mexico is like right at the equator, right? And then you got all of Mexico, and then you've got part of the bottom part of, because I'm not right in Southern California, I'm like going up, like it's so long, right? California up and down, north and south, but I'm like almost, not quite to mid-California. I'm still technically in South. All right, well, I was kind of waiting for my teleport because I was getting lazy.
We have Gondor's eyes and Gondor's swords in this place.
Let's just travel back over here, and then I'll take a horse to... We're going to go to Carith Galahorn. We're going to go to see Galadriel. And by the way, I apologize. The other day I was saying Galadriel. Some people were like, and people were like, oh, that's just a bad habit. It's Galadriel with the L on the end, right? Galadriel. Gladria is not right. I was saying Gladria and dropping the EL. Yeah. Hey, welcome. Everybody's here. All right, we're just hanging out, having fun, talking about gardening in different climates. While I attempt to figure out where I need to level this character because I haven't leveled him in like 6 or 7 years. Maybe not that long, but it's been a while since I leveled in the right area. I think I went to the wrong horse place. Yep, we're gonna go there. Wow, yeah, that makes sense. Now, for me, I like it colder. So it's funny because where I live, inland, it gets real warm in the summer, but like if we get the beach around us most of the time, the beach air, like we stay real nice. We start at like 65 degrees, and that's in Fahrenheit. So I'm trying to think of the conversion. I've been trying to get better at my conversion of Fahrenheit and Celsius, especially since I talk to people from all over the world now. So I'm trying to be better with I'm good with my metric system more, but yeah. Fahrenheit and Celsius, I still can't quite get the translation quick enough. I had to use my phone. Where I want to go to Southern Bree. Let's go back there. But yeah, so I'm the kind of person that it gets up to, 80 Fahrenheit, or so it would be 26 Celsius, right? That's a little hot for me. A little hot. I don't like it quite that hot. So, yeah.
What do you need?
But again, that's a nice temperature for most people. But I like it in the 60s range, right? Which would be, let's see, translating. That's like 15 Celsius, 16 Celsius. Unless this translator, I just wrote it in wrong. I don't know, is that backwards? Did I do it backwards? Celsius is usually, for higher temperatures, is lower number. I do like the fact that Celsius and boiling is like on the dot though. I like that. I mean freezing or whatever the temperature is. I'm trying to remember my names here, you guys. I need to get to Lothlorien. That's Carith Galahorn. I'm trying to remember where. The Great River. Do I need to go to Moria and go through? Because I need to go to, it says, speak with in the court of Celeborn in Carith Galahorn. So I need to get to, I might have to go through Moria. I have to go through the mines. Yeah, the Vale of, I guess I'm gonna go to Moria. So the best way to start to Moria is the Elder Slades, Dunland. Why do I not have a swift travel to frickin'? Oh, I guess I go to a region.
What can I do for you? What can I do for you?
I might have to go back to Rivendell, man. We're just doing loops. Sorry, everybody. I'm having so much fun talking about our biomes in the world of our actual world that I'm forgetting where to go in Ardar, this world. Yeah, so I guess we're gonna need to go back to Rivendell, and we're gonna have to go through a region into the next place. Yeah, Florida is a great state. I love Florida. One thing I have a really hard time personally with though is I really don't like humidity, and we rarely get humidity in Southern California. So I'm a little bit spoiled in that way. But like when it gets hot here, we don't get really humid. So like I was watching like like it's most of part Texas and then Florida, a lot of those states right there, right? Like it's beautiful all year round, but you guys get really high humidity, right? Like a lot of the year. And that's like, oh, because being humid and hot just makes the hot like more intense.
What can I do for
So
you?
I mean, it's wonderful if you're going for a swim, that's for sure. Though, one thing that I found too is that I've been talking to a lot of my friends that I have in Florida too, and it's awesome to see that we have some more people here from Florida. It's a great state. Is that the temperatures of the oceans, a lot of people think that the West Coast is just a lot colder all the time, and Florida is very warm because it gets that nice water spinning around there, which is one of the reasons why he get hurricanes, right, and stuff. But our water isn't always that cold in California, in Southern California. A lot of people think, oh, it's really, really cold. It's only certain times a year. We have different water cycles too there, currents. All right, here we go. We got to go to this place. No, Indunin. There we go. We're going to go through Moria. Wow, that's a cool looking elk. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's because, DJ, they actually did an update to Trollshaws. They redid the map and they added this whole region. And when they did that, they added new stable masters and it refreshed everybody's stable masters. So that's why you lost them, if you're wondering. Duffy. Is GF for girlfriend? Is that what you're asking me right now? Wyoming? Oh, Wyoming's a great place. Snow's 3 inches on June. Nice, yeah. Dude, I like snow. I'm like, people don't realize who don't know about snow, it's more dangerous. I've been in a lot of snow over time, but yeah, it's, I'm a fan of snow. Yeah, and no, I do not right now at this point, to answer your question. I don't usually talk about that stuff, but I'm open with you. I'll tell you that. All right, stable master. Here we go.
Friend, and well met.
Dang it, I can't. I'm gonna have to go through. I'm actually gonna have to travel through Moria. Doesn't give me a fast travel. Yeah. Oh, you already knew that. Good. Okay. Yeah. High desert. Yeah, high desert is so nice. It really is. There's a lot higher desert in one part of California where you get closer to the mountains. It's really pretty. The low desert is just painfully hot. My mom grew up in many hours from where we live now, but I think she grew up in India, which is it's a part. It used to be really famous for a lot of movie stars back in the day. Not as many live there now, but it got to 130 degrees Fahrenheit, which is, let's see, 30 Fahrenheit, that is 55 degrees Celsius. Yeah, pretty much unlivable. You could not be outside for too long. You would die if you were in the sun. It's, a lot of people don't know this, but the hottest place in the world is in California. Death Valley is the hottest recorded temperature. A lot of people, it's very close in the Sahara Desert in Africa, but the hottest place that's ever been recorded, that's officially been recorded, is in California, in Death Valley, which I have been there. I've not gone during summer because I do not wish to go during summer. I preferably don't want my car to break down, then die. I'm gonna swim through the forbidden pool, you guys. Hopefully, good thing I know that the Watcher's already been defeated. Oh wait, what? Spoilers. Yeah, it's, my mom it used to be so hot in Indigo that the schools back when she was little, their AC units and their swamp coolers would break because it would get so hot they couldn't keep up. So then a lot of times either they sat in misery or it got so hot that it was a health concern and they would be sent home. But yeah, my mom said it was horrible. She didn't like that. That's why we live by the ocean now. The ocean is nice because it regulates the temperature very well. Yeah, Odie. Yeah, there's some really hot places. I always thought when I was younger that the hottest place was obviously in the Sahara Desert, because it is. It gets really hot, and some people have claimed to have higher recorded temperatures in the middle, which maybe is true, but it hasn't been like officially found, so it's really close. But the actual official highest temperature has been Death Valley. Let's see. I want to go to. Oh man, I have to ride normal. What is this? All right. They gave me a swift travel. I want a swift travel. Wow, there's a lot of us here. Welcome everybody. I didn't think there'd be this many people who came for my spontaneous live stream with me just chatting. Again, our goal is for this live stream right now is for me to find, I'm gonna turn off my, speaking of being warm. One thing that's really hard from when I'm doing videos is that it's great temperature outside, but I can't open my window because it's too much light for the camera. So it just makes this bleach out. You can barely see me. So I had to keep the windows shut, but I have an AC unit, which is great. Because we have a thing called in this area of Southern California called the Santa Ana winds, and basically it's a reversal of the wind that only happens like for a week or two every year, and we get the heat from the deserts and it blows to the ocean, and it can get up to 90. We got up to, a few years ago, we got up to almost 100 degrees here at my house, which is very unusual, but our houses are not designed for that level of heat. So our houses aren't really very insulated at all. The houses we have were built in the 50s or 60s, and they're designed for our beach weather. This is always nice all year round. So when it gets that hot, like, yeah. So we have a couple of AC units just for that time. But again, I use my AC unit when I have all my lights on in my computer, because this computer gets so hot. It's ridiculous. But I mean, what was I expecting? I built a supercomputer. It's gonna get hot. And I can't let it break, so. All right, Riff, sounds good. Well, I can give you invites on, I can hop on my other character while we're doing stuff and give you invites. So if anyone needs invites to the Kinship, let me know. Riff sounds like he needs some, so let me know when you need it. Build adobe walls on the outside. Exactly, I know. That's
the time
why
has come to drive
a lot of
the orcs
places
from our kingdom.
in Southern California have adobe style houses, because it's so good against heat. But then it's hard because then you get cold nights where we got really cold. Like last year we had some super cold. We were having let's see, I think our coldest temperature we actually got down to, hold on, let me see. Yeah, so we got down to like 38 degrees one time. This is very unusual. We rarely get this cold because the ocean usually regulates it. But we got down to, at the beach, 38 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 3.3 Celsius. It's really cold. But again, very unusual. We usually stay around a certain same temperature all year, with just occasional 5 or 10 degrees changes. All right, the first hall, that's where I want to go. Sweet. All right, who needed invites to, I will send you, I will get on my other character and I will send you invites. All right, there we go. Nice, Odie. I know, I was laughing because I was reading that update video that I put out last night, and I was like, I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, good, they made it where you can have up to 46 characters on each server. And I'm like, I don't know who would have that many on one server. I guess Odie has some. I have a decent amount. I have like 25, but.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
That's basically your VIP if you're playing a lot and you want a lot of combos of different races and classes. That's another good point of VIP, because it gives you more of those. All right, sweet. So the Shadow Refuge, I think we just have to walk out because that's all Moria. So here you go, guys. We're gonna get to see the East Gate of Moria. So technically, I believe this is the gate that the actual war happens. with, oh, there's my classic breaking my leg. The actual war happened with the dwarves and orcs, right? Azabu Bazaar. I can't say it right now. That's a big long word. What level is this camp? It's probably too low level for me. Yeah, wow, yeah, it's 60. What am I saying? Of course it's too low level. We're level 116.
Strangers in Lorien rarely have anything worth trading for.
Hey, watch it. I have stuff worth trading. I should probably have a crafting carry on this guy too. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm getting it. You guys all know. We already talked about this at the beginning. You all know that the crafting carry-all is on a super sale, right? I'm gonna get another one for this character because I had a bunch of extra points anyway. So go ahead and auto gather all of it. Oh, look at that. Bunch more room. Sweet. Awesome. All right, we're gonna ride over to Lorien and we're gonna do the introduction to Northern Mirkwood, which should lead us into our correct area. Because I believe Northern Mirkwood is where you start at level 115. Which will be kind of fun, because I don't think we've done anything on the channel of Northern Mirkwood yet. That area. Or Southern Mirkwood, for that matter. And by the way, you guys, this is the pool. This is the Dimridel, the beautiful water lake where Durin saw like his reflection with the stars. You notice, you look into it, it actually does reflect stars, even though it's daytime with clouds. Because that was in the lore. I just think that's kind of cool. It's actually, you can see the Big Dipper right there. Is that the Little Dipper? Wait, the Little Dipper's in Middle Earth too? Well, technically, some people say that it's supposed to be in our ancient past, right? Tolkien, like, hinted at that. But I don't know. I kind of think I prefer it. He didn't really fully commit to that. I kind of prefer it to be just another world that he invented in the universe. Oh, I see a reflection of a bird. Where's that bird? Is it that bird right up there? Oh yeah, it's actually a bird you can fight. That's funny. Anyway, we're getting closer to Lorien. Ready for invites? Wonderful. All right, I'm getting on the other character here. Send it to Zollin. Z-A-R-L-I-N. There it is, you guys. There is Lothlorien. The Dimrodel. It's rather pretty, isn't it? And again, live streams, I'm not going to be able to give you the full quality that I'm seeing like I do with my videos, but I think it still looks pretty good, right? Is it coming through pretty good for you guys? I love the music here, though. Your background? Oh, good. Yeah, it's really nice. I love the art style of this game, and I feel like, from what I remember when I was young playing, it looks better now than it did. I don't think it's just nostalgia. I think it's that it actually, like, I remember this bridge was broken. Sad face. They've definitely worked on the graphical engine, and I know they're still working on it right now, so. So now, look at all the birds. Butterfly. And I think with updating stuff, I believe this engine can still be upgraded even more graphically. It's like, it's not completely at its peak. There's gonna be limitations because it's an older engine for a game, but I think with our new systems being better and better, they're having the ability to slowly upgrade things more and more. Now, I've done the quests already get in here, so it should be no problem. Didn't you get shot and die if you haven't done the quests? Like originally? Pretty sure, right? Lothlorien. Gorgeous. Exactly. This one you get shot with arrows. Did you ever try to swim across to southern Mirkwood? You get shot by Urukai. I love it. I think it's funny. All right, let me quickly invite your tunes here. I'm on the other character, but oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Kinship invite. There we go. Invited. All right. There's that one. All right, give you some promotions. And apparently only the actual leader can promote people to officers, because Zollin is the successor, and he was not able to promote someone just now, which is weird. Unless there's a setting I need to give him permission. Get my original look with the cloak on. Grandal the Grey. Or the, did I do the gray or the brown? Forget. The brown, yeah. And it says of Firefoot, so I have that deed because of the original, my original server, because they forced everyone to move. But I thought it was kind of cool that they gave everyone an title of whatever your character was coming from, what server. Because that's my original server for like 7 years. And the only reason I went to Crit Call was because a lot of my friends moved there from Firefoot. I had like 15 or 20. There it is. There's the Elven Realm. It's quite defensible. Look at that. Like, that'd be really hard to break into. I know you guys are probably all surprised. I have a different hat on today. It was just a little too hot. I had to do a little bit. This hat breathes a little more. It's just too hot today. Couldn't do my Scottish cap today. All right, we're here. I believe I can just walk in, right? Gotta speak with. Using that has no effect. Well, how do I get in? What? What do you mean using that has no effect? I had this problem with this character before. Is there a quest I didn't do that I was supposed to do? Well, I guess we could just go to North of Mirkwood and not worry about this introduction quest. Do you guys remember, was there a quest we had to do back in the day to get into here? I don't remember off the top of my head. But I'm not quite sure why this character cannot enter Carith Galahad. It says using that has no effect, which is really weird because that's how you get in. Like, I think there might be a quest that I didn't finish or something on this character. I'm not sure. Well, what we can do is we could go to this horse guy down here. Oh, look. It's Eladan and Elro here. I believe this is the new update. When you get to here from Rivendell, I believe you come over to Lothlorien and help them out here.
Swilide Melon.
Let's see. Inner Carith. Can I take a horse to Inner? Nope, can't. You must have completed the deed Defender of Lorien. Ah. That's why I can't get in there. All right, let's look. Rovanian, where's Lothlorien? Is it in Moria or is it? No, there it is. Defender of Lorien. I don't see a completed. I don't even see the quest for that. Is it just doing? Maybe it's just doing quests in here, and I haven't done any quests with this character in Lothlorien. Complete quests. There's that one. Might be the next level of this one. All right, let me give you an invite real quick. All right. Flip over to my other character. Boop. There you go. You're invited. Again, you guys can see I'm on my other character, inviting him. There we go. All right. Well, why don't we head to the Vales of Anduin? Maybe that's the right level for us. We'll get some quests. All right. Let's see. Are there quests in here for the right level for us?
You will help us face our foes, yes?
Of course. Well, let's go to the next place. Let's go to Bio.
Our people survived, and our hardships made us strong.
I know. I used to do that so much with so many alts, and then I had to pace myself because I used to play so many characters. Now I'm just trying really hard to actually. Oh, is this a quest I have? Picks up a quest apparently. What is that? Birch bark page. Oh, what's this? Is this for a deed? You picked up, yes it is. Oh, sweet, it's this deed. You have found a verse of what appears to be a woodfolk song, perhaps written down by a scholar passing through the Vales. You might be able to complete the song if you find all the missing verses. Oh, well,
When
yes.
Corbin wails and fir tree creaks, through the gloom of night he sneaks, o'er wooden wall and rooftops thatched, unlocked window, gate unlatched.
Yep, there were quests here, and they are they're level 120 for us. We can do these. All right, well, this is good. I found an area that's the right level. We can do some quests here. That'd be kind of fun.
Are you here to help?
Little kid. Are you here to help? Was that his voice? A little bit lower.
Are you here to help?
Are you here to help? Oh, that Volmar? I'd wager he caught the squirrel and put it in there to make me think old man Oob was on the loose. Volmar is always trying to trick me.
Olva starts to cry, poor kid, but then he wipes his eyes and sniffles stop.
Do you know something? I think I have seen that squirrel before. He's a friend with the funny man in the brown who lives around here. You should bring him the squirrel. He probably misses his friend. I know I would. I wouldn't miss Volmar, though, not at all. Let him find new friends if he seeks to keep tricking the ones he already has. I think you should scold Volmar first, and then find the man in brown.
I'm assuming he's talking about Radagast. And since I'm a wizard, I should know where he is. I'm supposed to scold Volmar. Where is Volmar? Volmar, what are you? He's running away from his scolding. There he is. Scold.
I am sorry for scaring Adolf and trapping that squirrel you have.
Yeah, you better be. That's mean. Don't put squirrels in a box. Speaking of squirrels, my mom, they've been trying to eat our apples in the backyard, so my mom didn't want to kill them. So she put out a humane trap, and she's been catching squirrels, and then she goes and releases them somewhere else, far away. I love the music, but it's a little loud in my ears, so it's probably a little loud for you guys. So I'm just gonna do that. Oh yeah, look at, there's a bunch of quests up here. Sweet. These stairs are very, very dark. Hey! Oh, it's Radagast. Cool.
Well, look who you found.
Well, look who you found! What good fortune! I've been searching for this little one everywhere. Well, not everywhere, I suppose, for I found him not. Together, perhaps, we search everywhere. Thank you, Grandal. I would say my friend here needs to be a little more careful indeed. I will say it. You should be more careful where you scamper off to, little one. Do not wander off without letting me know, little one. Actually, I have a really good picture of this one of the squirrels we caught, and they're really pretty adorable. I know some people have squirrels as pets. I've never done that, but I've had every other kind of pet. All right, who are these people? They have quests for us?
Our people survived, and our hardships made us stronger.
Our people survived, and our hardships made us stronger. Blogmar was once a place of joy, but lately our spirits have fallen. We have toiled long, but ever our work is hard, and our lives become harder. Oh, I know that feeling. We call it in green sadness, for we are not like the trees that reach for the sunlight, but become crowded by overhanging canopy of our hardships, and fall beneath the shroud of darkness. Seek out the folk of the village if you think it be not so. All right, I like how these characters look. I think they're models. Like, I like her character's model. I really like that. Look at that. Like, that looks pretty Celtic. Like her armor and like this belt. That's pretty cool. It almost like you could almost have like a sporn there. The little thing that sits like on the Celtic getup. This guy's pretty cool looking too, actually. Dr. Candia. I have not played a lot of Diablo, so unfortunately I don't know exactly off the top of my head who you're talking about, but I appreciate the compliment, Riff.
We hear tell of great deeds from far away, but danger is always near.
But danger is always near. Ah, elf possessed through earlier looking for dwarf ruins. She seemed lost and confused. I sent her to the Beornings at the edge of the Gladen Fields. They can deal with her. I have no time for such things. If you feel so inclined, you may wish to make sure she arrived safely. All right, some elf. Okay. These are, again, these are humans. These aren't Beornings, right? Pretty sure these are humans, because she just said the Beornings, so she obviously isn't one. Did anyone else need invites from the other character? Speaking of that, apparently the one client just decided to go kapoop and turned off. Hey, look, we're on Zollin now, guys. Woohoo, that was so fast. I wonder if he has a better character portrait. And by the way, I did find out that the supporter pack applies to all of your characters, which that makes me realize I probably need to put that in the comment section of my video as a little disclaimer, because I realized I did that wrong. Oh yes, that makes me worry right now that I forgot that. Where is it? All right. Anyway, let's get back on the other one here. Whoop. Get back on our Loremaster. Okay, we're gonna have to turn off this one though, because now it's gonna think we're on the wrong one. So flipping, there we go. All right, let me write that in the comments real quick. Did I already do it? There we go. Now I won't feel, I don't want to forget that. Boom. Perfect. Problem solved. Ha ha ha. All right, here we go. We're back on. I was having a weird issue the other day where the game was just like refusing to log in, and it hasn't done it since. It just did it for like a few hours. I was trying to make videos, so I don't know if it's something I did in my computer settings or if it was maybe an update they did and then they immediately fixed it with another update. I'm not sure. Of course, it better not start doing it again. I'd be really annoyed. Nope, it didn't do it, so we're good. Yeah, I don't know why I did it there. It was weird. Are you talking about the supporter packs, DJ? That you're asking me about? The supporter packs, there's 3 different ones. At least for US dollars, there's a $25 one. There's a $40 one. I think it's 40. And there's a $100 one. And basically, all you're getting basically the identical. You can watch my video. I checked it for you guys, but in the video. But there's an identical amount of points, but for basically you're paying for the LOTRO points. So all you're getting is on top of your LOTRO points, you're getting cosmetics and a title. So it's kind of just another way to, like, a lot of people even who have lifetimes buy points to use for things just because they want to support the game. So it's almost like another way, if you're a really big fan of the game, to support it and then also get cosmetics, which honestly I always feel is the best way to make money for a game a game like this is trying to shift more to more free to play and a better free to play system, which is I already thought it was good compared to original MMOs. It was one of the best, but now it's like it's competitive with games today free to play because they revamped it so well. But I like that they're not shoving things in your face. I like that it's more like, here's cosmetics if you want to support the game, right? They're pretty cool if you want them. You know what I mean? Or like a convenience thing, right? Again, that's why subscribing is basically conveniences. If you enjoy the game so much, you subscribe because you get a lot more extra convenience stuff. It's not like game changing. It depends. If you're playing a lot, you really want the convenience, it might be game changing for you, but you can enjoy the game thoroughly free to play is my point. You're welcome, Riff. Yeah, it's really good. I don't know if they're gonna do like more packs over time and leave those packs too, like different ones, like every couple months. Maybe they'll do like, here's a new one with new gear. It's really cool gear too. And by the way, did we actually get it right here? It's probably on this character too. Actually, I don't know if the boxes are sent to each character. I think, but you can share the items on each character. Do they send the boxes? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, they do. I opened the other ones. Here's one of them. Rivendell Simple Supporter Pack. I opened the other 3, obviously, already. I can't do it while I'm interacting with an NPC. My bad. So I already opened them. But here's the cool cosmetic. But dude, we should put it on our cool. We should put it on our staff here. Boop. All right. Oh wait, I forgot. I need to put the shader actually on my regular equipment, huh? Oh wait, no, you can't. Sorry, you can't do that. What am I saying? You can't do that. I did notice though. Tab is empty. What? It's empty? It's not empty. I have my. Wait a second. Hold on a second here. Hold on. Did I not? Maybe I didn't put my weapon in there. I did notice that with it you had to relog, which was kind of weird. Huh. Yeah, see, it thinks it's empty. That is weird. All right, here's what we're gonna do real quick. I'm gonna log out and log back in. I want to see if it updates it real quick. Favorite class? Feanor is here. Wow, we are honored with your presence, sire. Welcome. I mean, it's hard, okay? A lot of classes are really good in this game, but like me personally, the time I put into, I love Guardians, but they are a very simple class, right? I wonder if it only works on swords. Maybe that's why I can't put it on. I'm not sure. Oh, that eye off there. Yeah, I don't know, we'll figure it out later. I'm gonna keep playing. I'm just gonna accept these quests, and we're just gonna do some quests while we hang out.
Great deeds from far away.
I just want to get some leveling done with you guys. My favorite class is probably Guardians. I mean, secondly, if you want to be a spellcaster, you want to control the battlefield, probably Loremaster. I really like Loremaster. The Runekeeper's really fun to play too, though. It's really hard. They're all really fun. The East Blight was a place, blob, glory outside of our homes. Most of them, it was the hope of my people. All right, so we're gonna try to get these quests done real quick. So I'm gonna kind of just go through them, but I'll keep answering your guys' questions when we do this. Again, in the future, we'll probably do this on the LOTRO tail when we do this area on leveling. So we'll probably do voiceovers here again. So I'm just gonna go through this real quick here. All right. listen to the people as I walk away as they start their speech. And there I was, and you just walk away. All right. All right, there we go. We got one more story to listen to, and then that quest will be done. And then we have to do some. We have to beat some boars up. That's a pretty generic quest. Go kill boars and get us food. All right. And then I gotta gather field stones. I didn't read why, but gathering field stones for some reason. Yeah, so favorite class has gotta be, it's gotta be my Guardian. Well, if you don't really care about pets, then just go Red Tree with the, with the Loremaster. Again, I'm Sunday, guys. If you are subscribed, Sunday I'm gonna post a video on an in-depth Loremaster video where we'll have a little segment at the beginning if you just want to watch for a few minutes, and then I go in depth and we talk about it for almost like 45 minutes. I'll go through all the trees and stuff, but just real quick for you guys, pretty much. I actually am gonna respec right now because I want to be in the Red Tree right now for questing. But Blue Tree is basically pets and the supporting stuff, and then this one is kind of buffs and CC, the Yellow Tree, and the Red Tree is pretty much DPS. And usually there's a little description at the top that tells you, but I really like the Red Tree on Loremaster. You get all your explosions and lightning and fire, because the pet's great and all, and I could summon a pet right now, but I don't really need to have one out. Though maybe I'll take out my just bear or something to have around. Let's see, I'm gonna use my secondary points into this. There we go. Perfect, that'll work. All right, sweet. Now I got my fire abilities back. Got some really cool abilities. We can toss them out here in a minute. I'm gonna go kill boars. We'll go test our fire abilities on boars. It says talk to woodfolk. Can it be any woodfolk? I feel a little better, thanks. Oh, I'm just making them feel better? I can do that. Zollin's good at that. Who else wants to be talked to? Put on floating names so I can see. So I gotta look for woodfolk to talk to. Folk of the wood. Favorite race with Loremaster? Favorite race of pet? Is that what you mean? I like my bear. I just have the generic bear. I know there's skins ones you can get. I do have some special light spirits, and I do have the special saber-tooth and some lynxes, but the bear one, I just have the bear. There's a woodfolk right there. He appreciates the effort. That's so nice. Okay. Is it basically just the people I just talked to? Why is this way up here? Put it down there. All right. I like these quests that are really fast, that you don't necessarily have to sit there and talk to them the whole time. You can just go boop and they just done. We're close here. There's two more. This one right here. I love the quest tracker, you guys. I kind of wish they had a quest tracker back when the game came out, even though it was fun. Some people were like, oh, it makes the game worse to have a quest tracker. And I'm like, yeah, okay, a little less immersive, but honestly, I would get so tired with new quests and having to just learn where to go. Like, no one wants to do that. People want to play a game and explore the game, but you could do that with deeds. You don't need to be having to find the quests. All right, so I completed that. So we're gonna get on our mount here, and we're gonna go kill some boars. Let's see some lightning abilities. Want to see some lightning abilities? All right, let's see. Oh, there's a river. I did not realize there was a river here. Do we need to kill shrews? No, we don't need to kill shrews. We need boars. Oh, I see what you're saying. With the racial abilities? Elves give you a little bit of fate, but again, it's not always, this was upgraded, by the way. So the racial abilities, remember how I told you it wasn't quite as significant, which I should put a little note on my new class video, that I said it's not really super significant. Well, guess what? They just literally in the patch upgraded the racial ability. So this racial ability, still not huge, but it gives you 535 will now instead of like 5, which never changed. And duty bound is a %, so that's still good. The strength and morale heal, this one could use an update. I don't know why this isn't better. Like, make it, if I'm level 116, this thing should be like, it should be like a 50,000 heal or something. What other ones do? I forget what my other one is. Should probably have this one on. Sword damage, because my one sword. I probably should do that instead of the heal, because the heal's kind of useless right now. Honestly, I don't use it ever. I'll put the sword one on, so I have a little more damage to my auto. Hey, look, a tree! Let's use our fire ability on the tree. All right, ready? We're gonna use a lightning, we're gonna use lightning strike on him. Let's see if we can one-shot him. Can't see him? There we go. Not quite, he's too powerful. Here, have a fiery sticky gourd. All right, we've defeated the tree. I want him down here so I can see my pet's health. In fact, I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm doing the UI layout command. This is really nice, guys. I'm gonna say save. I'm gonna save it. There we go. I want my pet thing to be down there. I need boars. Where are these boars? They're located down here. This is becoming boring. I need to go kill the boars. Yeah, my thing is using a sword. Loremasters can wield a sword and a staff. They do wield. Kind of like, you know, Gandalf does. He kind of has both. Apparently I need to kill those for a quest, so I guess I'll take them. Now these will be a little bit more challenging because they're actually 4 levels above me. It's gonna be a little harder to beat them, actually. There we go, another quest. It says something has egg. Okay, we'll just get the flies. Sweet, we'll kill the flies. All right, there's a boar we need right there. I'm gonna give him a hurricane. Have a hurricane, boar. He has been defeated. Good, this is what we need to kill. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Welcome. Watcha! We're leveling Loremaster and hanging out. And I am planning on, here we go, lightning strike. Ooh, got him. You could see that lightning strike, by the way, from so far away in this game. So if someone is like over on that edge around the corner, you'd be able to see that lightning strike. The effect is so far. Yeah, it is. It's kind of fun. The attack animation. Here's what. We'll just do some. He kind of like dual wields them together. He even hits with the staff. That's just a regular auto. And then he has improved staff sweep, which just kind of just sweeps the staff at someone. It gives a buff if you hit multiple targets for lightning damage. And then staff strike, which is like a double hit, and it sometimes will bring down a lightning bolt on him. I really like that Light of the Rising Dawn ability. It's a really cool ability. I could probably get a group of them together, because one thing is very good with Loremasters is their AoE damage is very, very powerful. They have really good AoE magic damage. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna heal up here a little bit. Heal my bear. And then I'm gonna have him run around and grab a few creatures to fight here. So I teach you in my Loremaster video how to control your pet with this kind of stuff. Can I reach that from here? It's 40 meters. Not quite. I'll bring this guy up. Ah, target's out of line of sight. All right, coming to me, bear. Oh well, I might not be able to get multiple targets. They're too far spread. There, go get that, Edward. Give him some heals. Oh, I need to pick this up. Field stone, that's what I need. Yeah, the other thing de-aggroed. We'll just kill this thing. Oh no, he didn't. There's two of them. You can do this. All right, put that on him, and then put this on him. There we go. AoE fire damage before they kill me. Oh wow, they killed me. Holy moly. Got one of them though. Wow, they did a lot of damage. I guess that's what happens when you're really, really under level there. So now if I was traded in the blue trade, I had my eagle up, he could have revived me. Just saying. Again, Sunday, I'm planning on releasing my guide for the Loremaster, my in-depth guide. And again, we go in-depth. I try to make it as simple as possible for everyone to follow, but we talk about pretty much everything. Again, the hardest thing with Loremaster is they have a lot of skills compared to other classes, and there's not their rotation. There is a rotation for damage like some of the melee classes, but it's not quite as repetitive. You kind of have to do what helps in the moment. Uh-oh, we got a bot. Oh, it failed. My filter failed. Well, that's kind of a bummer. My chat bot was supposed to be able to catch this. It failed. How do they do that? How do the bots get through? Quick, kill them, everyone. Whoever's a moderator. That's, man, look, they just spam, man. Everyone keeps telling me, like, messaging me in my video comments too and saying they're like a blight on YouTube right now. It's like, come on, YouTube. You're like censoring my normal people's comments by mistake, but you can't get the actual bots? It's so annoying. All right. Do you really get a werewolf pet? I didn't actually know that. Because I was not aware. Wow, that's pretty cool. I did not know that. That's really, really cool. I've never gotten, I mean, I have my war pet on this guy, but I obviously didn't get the pet, unless at a certain level, but. All right, well that bug is deep fried. Again, what I probably need to get better gear. What is my gear level right now? It's for 115. It's not bad. Wait, I forgot. I needed that stone. Come here. Yeah. It's horrible. They're horrible. And it makes me kind of angry because like I'm like, my YouTube channel is so clean. I don't ever make comments that are inappropriate. I really disagree with that kind of stuff. And like, it makes me frustrated that it would even pop up for a second on my channel, because like I keep it so clean. That's why it's a little bit frustrating with the live streams. And when I post a video, I have to watch every video, because within an hour, sometimes it doesn't happen, but usually within an hour, I have to remove 2 or 3 comments that are auto bots that post things. It's like, I don't want that on my freaking stuff. I greatly despise and don't like that stuff. I mean, most people don't like that stuff, but you know, yeah, I agree with you, Odie, what you said. It is targeted and stuff. Whoa. All I know is when I have kids someday, I'll be very careful to watch out for the internet spam things. You have a good kid, like they might not realize that it's something bad when they click on it. Wow, these things are strong. Oh my gosh. All right, go bear. Kill the boar. Lightning strike. Oh wow, he interrupted me, that little stinker. He resisted one of the lightning bolts, but the other one devastated, so it doesn't really matter. All right, so we got more flies we can kill. I'm curious if I can take on 3. If I have my bear aggro it right, I probably can. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try it for science. Oh, is that a new legendary they added? Echoes of Angmar? I wasn't aware they added a new legendary server, or is it coming out? That looks pretty cool. I probably will try it. I'm on the other one right now, but let's see if I can aggro these correctly. All right, get that guy. Now go aggro that one. Now go aggro that one. Go, Edward. Run like the wind. And now aggro it. Come back to me, quick. Come back to me. Prepare for... Oh gosh, he's dying quick. Wait, why is he not coming back to me? Come back to me, come back to me. Edward, come back. Thank you. All right, here we go. We're going to start with days, everyone. All right, prepare for ultimate carnage. Fire da! Oh, that's bad. Wow! Wait, did you guys see that crit it did on me? What? It crit me for 16,000 damage. Holy moly. All right, I'm gonna have to play a little safer since these are so much higher level. Oh, good. The respawn point's right next to it. That's cool. That's convenient. I don't have to go very far. Hey, look, a fieldstone. That was the most convenient respawn point ever. Wow, that was crazy. I might actually have to spec into pet to beat these things. Oh no. I mean, I can do 1 by 1. It just takes a lot longer, and this character's so good at AoE damage, but that was absolutely crazy. Yeah, it looked like it was gonna be all awesome, and the one bar was like, knockout. And then the freaking other thing crit me twice and I just died. That ended quickly and painfully. I guess the carnage was just the other way around. Animals were like, nope, we don't think so. All right. We're gonna go, whoop. What is that? Oh, wow. Okay, well that rock was a lie and not real apparently. I just phased through it. All right. Maybe we can take 2. My bear is running all the way around the mountain to come to me. Look at him. Look at him speed run. He's the fastest bear. Look at this. Here it comes, here it comes. What is he doing? You need to calm down, Edward. You need to calm down, bro. Okay, he's good. No worry, Riff. No worries. Thank you for getting him. All right, here we go. We're gonna try 2 at once. I think I can take 2. All right, preparing a sticky area. Now come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. There we go, and we're gonna try the stun here. We're gonna do that. We're gonna start with this one and then lightning storm. See, if I do it right, it's not an issue with the AoE if I don't get stunned. Wow, that thing hits so hard. Gosh, man. Well, that was easier. Not quite as challenging. See, these are the kind of things, if you do play the game, that you have to realize if things are a couple levels higher than you have to remember that you're going to be, like, for example, I'll do the little knowledge check here. As a Loremaster, you can check how strong they are. And since the level difference, he's fair against tactical damage. So again, I'll do decent damage to him. He can be stunned. There's his health. Mitigations, he's superior against all of these kind of mitigations. So that means he has high mitigation towards my lightning, and even though his tactical altogether is low, his mitigations to my fire damage and stuff are pretty high, and that's most likely because of the level difference, because that will change occasionally. So just because his base mitigations are a lot higher because he's a few levels higher. That's just MMO logic right there. All right, kind of video games in general, I guess. He deflected it. He deflected it. How does he deflect a lightning bolt? He's the freaking hero among pigs. Die, piggy. All right. He doesn't. He still takes a lot of damage from lightning storm, though, dude. It's such a hard-hitting ability. If you get lucky with lightning storm and you have your debuffs on a target, you can just one-shot it. If it's not a boss. All right, let's see if I can do this with 2. All right, Bane Flare, stun him. There we go. I got the handle again on it. I just haven't played this character for so long. I forget what I need to use. Oh my gosh, look at that pig. It's huge. Is that a quest I'm gonna have to do? Oh yeah, I have to defeat him. Oh, the bots are back. Quick, kill him. That's so disappointing. I'm so disappointed in the stream elements were supposed to block this. Thank you for deleting them. I appreciate that. Like, I understand getting on YouTube still, but the stream elements bot was supposed to be able to block spam with emotes and stuff, but apparently it can't tell the difference. Oh well. Oh well. All right, here we go. We're gonna attempt to fight this. I'm gonna debuff it with things that don't aggro it at the beginning first here. There we go. Oh, that's not good. All right, stun him for a minute here. Debuff, and here is where the fun begins. Aggro it for me. He's got a force aggro on it right now. Oh, it's close. Uh-oh, not good. Uh-oh, he might get me here. Oh, no! He's got 6,000. He's got 1 hit. He hit me for 20,000 damage. That's over a third of my health. This is so hard. It's actually kind of fun. I've not had a challenge in LOTRO for a while questing. It was actually kind of fun to be doing this at a little too low level. And usually on Guardians, you're just so tanky, you can just tank everything. Can I just fight him from up here? Man, if that other one hadn't aggroed, I would have been won that. I didn't realize it was gonna aggro another one. I have a lightning bolt. Oh wow, he deflected it. How are you deflecting lightning bolts, you cheater? There we go. Got him. We need a bunch more flies, so I guess I'll just take these 2 flies here. I can't take those frogs, too. That would be bad. Oh, man. I hope I don't hit those frogs. Good, I didn't hit the frogs. Oh! Kite! Drain his health. Oh, it's not gonna be enough. Oh man, I'm gonna have... Oh wait, I don't get a repair bell because I'm a VIP. That's the bonus of this right here. Oh wait, I used it already, but I shouldn't be getting into damage. Yeah, that's the bonus of VIP right there. I'd be paying so much money for repair bills right now if I wasn't VIP. I know I'm just totally advertising the game right now, but I always tell you guys at VIP there are perks to having it. Again, I used to be VIP, you would still get damage, but that was a perk they did to make a difference between free to play and VIP. Used to be you paid a subscription, you still take damage after repair. So it was a fair change. Yeah, he's really well grounded apparently, guys. Very. All right, I'm gonna have, we're just gonna kill this one at a time here for a second. Yeah, man, these things are tanky. All right. So, I'm just gonna stand right here for a minute and you guys can look at this wonderful, gorgeous valley view. And I'll be right back. I just need to use the restroom real quick. So give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm just going to boop for a second and you guys can enjoy this wonderful view. And I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Hey, I didn't die. Woohoo! Yeah, he is. The bog one is really good. It's nice how he can aggro from far away too. Got a little snack here. He is pretty ugly though. I mean, give him a break. He's a bog lurker. Hi, a little turtle. Hi there, little turtle. So tiny. All right. I might actually use him for a while, but first, finish this. All right. I don't need to fight that. Whoa! Being attacked by a frog. I just got friends. They got the little ones. Gosh, man. They're so strong. I'm so underleveled right here. I know I killed an innocent turtle by mistake. I didn't mean to. He was just collateral damage. No. All right. I'm at my bog licker start this fight. All right, well, this is the most difficult boar killing quest I've ever done. So the only thing I like about having Edward out is he has the force taunt, so they're not hitting me, they're hitting him. It gives me a lot more time to cast without having to be beat on by monsters. There we go. This snake. Yes. All right, one more boar, and then this will be a little less boring. And we have to kill that boss without pulling anything. I'm gonna have to use Edward though. He needs to be able to taunt it for me. All right, so we're gonna get the high ground, because everyone knows having the high ground makes you win. All right, I got a nice cold tea out of the fridge. I got these on sale, but they're pretty nice. I like them. I usually like to make my own tea too. Like you can see on some of my streams, I have my little tea kettle here, but this is pretty well done. All right, so we need to kill the big guy. Oh, that's really good tea. All right. I have the high ground, Anakin. I mean, boar. All right, go get him. What? Why can't I? Oh, I guess I didn't have vision on him. Debuff him like crazy. All right, here we go. Oh no, it pulled another one? Quick, Edward, get this thing off me. Stay away from me. Oh, no, he's gonna kill me. Oh! No, not another one. No, they aggro. I didn't realize they didn't threaten. They just aggro. Dang it. There's different creatures. I mean, most of you know this, but in Lord of the Rings Online, some creatures will aggro the moment you get in range and others will threaten to aggro. I thought the boards were just threatening. They don't. They just attack. These boars are mean. Well, now that I killed those creatures, maybe I can... Oh, well, this is just great, isn't it? Come to me, my bear. Aggro this thing off. I know, light damage will be great against the light creature. Did it just summon a shield? All right, well, there we go. Maybe I'll stack on my heal here ahead of time. Yeah, there were a lot of really good games. There really were. That's pretty much what I started getting into gaming, like right around there. And then like 2001 and stuff. I was just old enough, and my family's, they were letting me use the, okay, here we go. Are you kidding me? Did it summon a friend? Oh my gosh. Bane Flare, quick! Massive damage, as much as I can do! Or aggro it. Okay, he's got the aggro for me. Oh, we got it this time. Oh yeah. Actually, quite easily. I need to stack up Waterlord before I go in, so it's healing me the whole time. All right, there we go. Victory. You have done the Woodman of Blonguard a great service by defeating Gnartusk, Scourge of the Anduin. The vicious boar will no longer prey upon unsuspecting fishermen. Oh my gosh. Horrible boar. Wow, 400,000. At least it gives us lots of XP because it's a little bit too high level for us. You get a slight XP boost if it's higher level. Not huge, but... All right, so we have all the boars we need. We need more stones, and I need more of the stupid flies. But we also know these boars will aggro us if we get too close to them, and I don't want to... they're everywhere. Oh wait, they don't. That one didn't aggro. Oh, it didn't aggro. Huh. That's weird. Why did some of them... Maybe when the boss is there, they aggro. Maybe it's like a special ability the boss had. Gosh, that ability does so much damage. They're even like resistant to it, and yet it just nukes them. Oh, no, don't want to fight him. Come on. I don't want to fight that forest here. He's a little too strong. I should have been putting water lure on myself more. It's a pretty good if you stack it on yourself to keep healing you. All right, that guy's dead. It's like the most challenging killing quest I've done in like 3 years of this game. He resisted it. Oh my gosh. Craziness. That's awesome. Those are so good though, the Nintendos. My friend had one of the old Nintendo ones, right? My game, I still have my GameCube. GameCube was an awesome system too, but I used to play the Pokemon Stadium game with my friends because I didn't have it. I went to their house to play. I loved that game, man, when I was younger. It was a great game. Still a good game. I would love like a revamped version of that game that's like kind of identical, just with like more Pokemon, but like a similar feel to the game, which is maybe not a huge change of how it felt with like only a couple skills and the battles. Like, it was really fun. Like, you could really make a really good game. They could make a good game with that, with just kind of the basis of that game, and then maybe just a little bit more things to do in the game. You can even make it really fun PvP, actually. Kind of like, I think you can kind of do that right with the newer ones, but... Because, like, I enjoy playing Pokemon Go, right? I've played that in the past with my friends. It was fun to do with a group of people and get exercise and run around outside, right? Playing a game together, but it still didn't quite have that same feel as some of the original Pokemon games. I'm starting to remember how to play my Loremaster. I'm not having troubles anymore with my rotations of my skills. Good practice. There we go. There's one of the stones we need. Five out of 10 of those. Let's tap some deletes here. Find another one. There's another one. Yep. Delete. It's the magic key to finding an inanimate object. And then, of course, tabs you through creatures around you. I wonder, will he aggro if I try to get this? Nope. Thank you. He will not. Maybe those boars just in the swamp are aggro. Oh, that was convenient. They were all in one spot. That was the easiest pickup quest in a while. All right. So place the stones next to the crumbling wall. Oh, where did our game go? But I was having fun. It's like, you need a break. I already had a break. Again, I have been trying to get a little more exercise outside. I helped my orchestra leader today. She got a new computer, and since I do a lot of computer stuff, I helped her get her old music composing program to work again. It just needed an old update of a .NET file. It needed one of the originals, like the 3.0 version. The .NET framework file. You know, now they're all like, it's like 4.5 now, most computers have. So we updated that, and then her old program worked. Right, hey, get back on here. I'm gonna aim to make this stream about 3 hours, so we'll go for about another hour. See if I can get. Let's see if we can get one whole level up, since I took so much time trying to find where I was going to quest at the beginning of the stream. All right, let's see. I just need more of the bugs. So let's get on our horse here. There's one. Location found. Get it. All right, we got it. Sweet. Yeah. All right, sounds good. Thanks for hanging out, Riff. Have a good one. All right, let's see. We're gonna kill that. I have my little shrew with us now. I was kind of thinking on my next live stream, you guys, I'm gonna try to figure out, I'm gonna play some background music from my iTunes and try to figure out what songs aren't copyrighted. So, I don't know, is Odie still here? I don't know, Odie might have left, but if you're still here, Odie, surprisingly enough, the music system is so good in Lord of the Rings Online that it literally tried to copyright me for some of the songs Odie played our stream note, which I loved the other day, but it tried to copyright them. And I was like, what in the world? So I just muted the music background so we can still hear our talking, but I was so surprised. What is happening? Why is it crashing over and over? This is so unusual. I might have to work on something on my client. I think it's messed up. I might have to uninstall the game and reinstall it because I did something the other day, and ever since I did it, the client keeps crashing, which is unusual. It hasn't done that at all in the past, so. And it also seems to happen when I'm on my Loremaster, which is weird. I don't think that would matter, but maybe something to do with my save files on my computer. Anyway, I'll uninstall and reinstall it later. But until that time, cleaning up old connections so we can continue to finish up our leveling experience. I don't know if you guys noticed some of my streams, but my chair has gotten squeaky now that I've had it for a few years. So I'm going to work on it. Got some oil stuff. I'm going to take it out and clean it and re-oil its parts. Because it's a nice chair. I shouldn't have to get a new one, so. I don't have the money for a new one. I was very happy when I got this gaming chair. Again, it's a gaming chair because of the brand, but really, I recommend all who is watching this right now or later, like, if you need a good chair for your back, if you do a lot of office work, even if you don't game a lot, the gaming chairs, and you find the right one, they are very, very comfortable, much better than the office chairs. And the reason I know that is because I've used many office chairs in the past. And apparently, lovely enough, it actually got killed because of DC'd us. Wonderful. Well, good thing we don't have repair bills. Hey, look, there's a fly right by the res point. Perfect, go get it. Yeah, the chair, they're fantastic, so. Because I've had a lot of really nice office chairs in the past, and the thing is, they didn't last as long either. Their leather would always start, even the ones that had like real leather would start peeling, and of course you need to take care of them, even the gaming ones, which there's some real leather on this one, so I'm gonna oil it and stuff. Got some nice leather cleaner and leather polish stuff that help keep your leather looking nice. Doesn't make it break. All right, there's the last two we need. There we go, we defeated it. All right. I need one more and we're done. We can go turn these all in and get a bunch of experience points. Where's my last one? They're gonna make us run all over the place to find this last one, I guess. Hello, welcome. Holly. How's it going? What's up, everybody? Yes, you caught a live stream. You did. We are live. Welcome, you guys. And Summer, awesome. Welcome. We're basically just chilling, talking, and I'm doing some leveling on the Loremaster today on Lord of the Rings Online. I haven't given my Loremaster any attention in many years, so I thought I'd start trying to level him, and I thought, we'll do that for a stream today and hang out. I'm not sure. We might do another live stream tomorrow too, but I don't know. It's a little bit exhausting to do a couple in a row, even though I thoroughly enjoy them, but just sitting for a long time can get 2 days in a row, especially depends on if I've got stuff to do tomorrow. We'll see. Uh-oh. It's beating me up. It's a little higher level than me. All right, boom, got it. All right, sweet. You've defeated many fireflies. Oh no, those are fireflies? Doesn't look like fireflies. All right, let's turn these other quests in at the village. Bite Riff? Yeah, Riff is awesome. Awesome, yeah. Yeah, Riff is he's a great addition to the channel. He's been so fun. Not just that, he's one of our Patreons, so I appreciate that too. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. He's hanging out. All right, so we're here in the Vales of Anduin, Middle Earth. If you guys are curious, we just hopped in. We're right here. Rovanian, we're in these Vales right here. Right near where the Beornings are and the Eagles. But these are just some humans I'm helping out this village. It's got great little background music though. But yeah, I'm glad you're checking out the channel. If you guys like it, you're welcome to subscribe if I earn it, of course. Only if I earn it. And if you ever subscribe during live streams, you can tell your friends too. It'll show it. Like, I had a little animation with the stream elements. Finally getting more and more professional.
Our people survived, and our hardships made us stronger.
Here, I'll voice over these characters.
Will you help us? There is always more to be done.
Will you help us? There's always more to be done. I thank you for seeking to encourage my people, Grandor. Even in this green sadness cannot be tamed with more words. When the woods are made safe for even the children, perhaps then hope will return to our hearts. There is no easy solution, but we are sturdy people, and we will face our hardships. We have always done. With your help, we may find the way forward. All right, we got this guy.
Our people survived, and our hardships made us stronger.
Our people survived, and our hardships made us stronger. Your kindness fills my heart. But more than that, the food you have brought will fill my stomach and those of the village. It is not often we see such charity from strangers. I am happy to know it has not vanished in the darkness of these days.
Ooh, all right, we are halfway to level 117. Those few quests gave us a lot, and now I need to go down and turn these in over here. I'm supposed to put these stones we found, and we're fixing the wall basically over here. Yes, this is Middle Earth. This is Lord of the Rings Online, one of my favorite MMOs. All right, so basically we are attempting to somewhat make this a better wall. I'm not sure, it's more like a hedge. Yeah, and I don't know about that. And also, how did I must have had my animals like move those stones. Those things were huge. Always like that in MMOs, how they just bypass what it actually took to move them there. It's like, hey, you picked them up. Yeah, that stone is bigger than me. All right, talk to him.
We hear tell of great deeds from far away, but danger is always near.
I thank you for your service to Blowguard. Do not concern yourself with building the walls. We shall see to it.
Oh, I see. We didn't actually build it.
I would not have you think we needed to do anything for us. Gathering the stones was enough. This old wall was not built by us woodsmen. All I know is that when the wall was once maintained, the forest demons kept afar. With the old wall mended, I see the village safe, and my spirits lift. Cool. All right. Sounds good. We're glad to help.
Anyway, this forest is pretty cool. It's becoming nighttime right now. All right, so we finished the quest in here, so I guess maybe we just go to the next village in this area. Surprised it didn't give me a quest to continue to the next village, but that happens sometimes. Let's see.
Our people survived, and our hardships made us stronger.
All right. We'll shift travel to the next village. I already have it, which is nice. Thanks. I'm getting better and better at it. It's fun because like when I started a year ago with the channel, they're still pretty good in the beginning of my LOTRO tale, but you can see that I've improved with both of my interaction with making videos and also like doing the actual voiceovers. It's really the hardest part is, especially for some voices, like that older woman voice, it's hard not to make it, it's hard to imitate the voice actor or actress who did the voice originally. Because the hardest thing about doing a voiceover is that getting the timbre right, the quality of sound, and especially for a girl, that's a lot harder to do sometimes. I have a pretty high voice. I sing as a tenor, even though I can also sing bass. I have a pretty good range, but voiceovers is very different than singing, though, from my experiences. But I've always liked imitating sounds, even since I was a little kid, with animals and stuff, so it's kind of fun. I enjoy it. Obviously, a lot of people enjoy it on the channel, so that makes me happy. I'm glad I'm making other people enjoy it too. All right, I don't see any quests in here. Maybe I already did them. This person looks very sad. Yeah, we did a little kid before in the thing, so that one's not too hard. I work with little kids at my church a lot in my one class. Me and this one mom, we're kind of like the leaders of the class. And yeah. Little kids aren't as hard to imitate the voice. Just a little child's voice. But again, you can't make it sound like you're just making a little child's voice. It helps to hear they don't voice act everything, but they voice act the first line with most characters in this game, so I like to just imitate that. But if they don't, I make one up on the spot. But one of my favorite voices to do for the low voices is Skorgrim Daurhan, the evil undead dwarf king in this game. It's I don't kill my voice. Skorgrim Daurhan, the evil undead king of the dwarves. Yeah, it's a little rough on the voice though. But then I can do a really high, like, little kid's voice. Hello there, how's it going? You know, voices like that, changing it up. And it's really fun. The hard part is if you're doing two different voices at once and like you're going between characters and one's a really low voice for like a couple of different quests and then you're trying to do a high voice a minute later, it's hard. Once you set your voice in a certain, you have to like wait like a half hour to kind of get it to go out of that again. And then, you know, there's like the elderly voice, you know, or like, you know, oh, stout little, let's do this. Very anime. Yeah! There's all sorts of things you can do. My one friend was like, if anyone ever asks me to do voice acting for a cartoon or anime, that would be really fun. I'd be totally down. I've had a couple friends now say, you gonna go into that? And I'm like, well, who knows? Maybe my channel grows big enough, people will take notice and then ask. It would be fun. I have my Zollin Ironshield voice. And I never thought of myself like this, but I had in my university when I was doing audio engineering, which helped doing my channel, having audio engineering behind me and a lot of music and stuff. But I want to go see the Eagles. We're gonna go over to the Eagles. But anyway, my one friends were like, you have a really good radio announcer voice. You should do radio announcing. And I was like, it's like, really? I don't think it was very good for that, but they thought so that was nice. That was always a compliment. And I had other people tell me that later, so I was like, okay. I guess I could see that, like, oh. Let's see if I just switch into like radio announcing. Oh, there he goes, and he's going from left field, and I mean, I guess I can kind of hear it. It's hard to hear yourself doing something, you know? Does that make sense? Kind of hard to like, other people have to tell you about it. All right.
In blackest shadows his eyes burn, ravening hunger to return.
That's voiced over.
Lurking among ling and shrub, weeping, creeping, old mad ab.
All right, so that is a quest, and I'm picking up these things that are like a little story, but he had a pretty cool voice, creeping over shrubs. A little lower, creeping over shrubs. Yeah, he had it. That was pretty cool. I love hearing different voice actors. It's fun. It's definitely fun trying to imitate other voices too. I thoroughly enjoy that. All right, so here's a Beorning. It's Vegbar, the Beorning. All right. So there's a village up here. So let's check out if there's quests up here. What is happening with that character? Oh, is she trying to follow another player? Oh yeah, she's trying to follow another player. I see. That person's doing quests too. All right, this is the first Beorning village. Yes, there are more than just Bjorn. Aha, good, she has quests.
Skala, in command here at Vegbar, asks for help in this goblin matter. Grimbeorn sent me.
Ooh. Scalard, in the command here at Vegbar, asked for help in this goblin matter. The Grimbeorn sent me. I was just about to ask Scala what the situation is. Would you care to join me? Sure.
The Vales must be made safe. Do what you can.
Do what you can. After you. All right, well, I guess she's actually, oh, there we go. Now she's gonna follow me. Okay. All right, let's go.
The Vales must be made safe. Do what you can. The Beornings once made safe the Riverlands.
We're gonna go talk to the chieftain of the Beornings in this village. It's Scarla.
Langa. Grimbeorn sent you.
Langa. Grimbeorn sent you. Remember, he's a Beorning. He turns into a bear. He's gotta have a really gruff voice, right? And who is this outsider with you? You introduce yourself and explain that you would like to help with the goblin situation. If Lagnar can vouch for you, I see no issue. Woodsmen living south of here would have been reporting goblin activity in increasing numbers. Speak to the Beornings nearer and see what you can piece together. All right, so we're gonna deal with some goblin issues. I'm down. All right, so there's a couple different places we have to go. We have to go up this road and go down that road. Let's go up here first. Oh, he's got another quest. Oh my goodness.
The Beornings once made safe the Riverlands. We will again.
The Beornings once made safe the Riverlands. We will once again. While you are out talking to others, would you do us a favor? We need timber and repairs to our buildings and walls. The goblins could attack at any time, and we must be ready for it. Find timber from the fallen trees nearby and bring it to me. Sure, we can do that, of course. All right, off we go. Whoop. Down we go. Whoop. Can I jump down here without dying? Is it too far? Nope, we can jump down here. The fog layer. Maybe it's a cloud, a low cloud. All right. She's probably freaking out our NPC friend. She's like, how did you get down there? Oh, it's a goblin. He's throwing spears at us. Ooh, look at that old dwarven. Oh, there's the wood we need. All right, goblin, I'm quite done with you. What? Immune? Gosh, man, he's strong. We are a little under-leveled. We're not quite the right level for this area. I also need my friends. Let me summon my friends here. There's my bear. Summon her back. Bring my shrew back. There we go. Now we got all our friends. We got a whole fellowship here of animals. Of course, she's a Beorning, so she's not an animal. Well, until she turns into a bear, then I guess she's an animal. All right, so let's go ahead and talk to this person down here. I really love this area. It's so pretty in this game. And this is nighttime. It's probably better in the daytime. All right, gonna get on my horse here. Person supposed to talk to should be up in this pass. By the way, the eagles live right up there in those mountains. Here's one of the people we're supposed to help. Hertha. Older Beorning with a bad eye, it seems.
With what can Hertha, keeper of the pass, help you?
Greetings, Loremaster. With what, with Hertha, our keeper of the pass, help you? Here to pay the toll? She gently chuckles. You explain that you are helping Langrun investigate some reports of goblin activity. Ah, you are here on goblin business. I did not see some outsiders head toward the goblin gate not long ago, and then the next day there was evidence of many goblins leaving. That is all I know. The High Pass itself has been quiet. I do not hear some very esteemed guests on their way, however. Very exciting.
Today is a good day in the wilds.
In the wilds, I have found favor to ask you, Loremaster. The wargs, a favor to ask you. Wargs of our wolf dens have been a thorn in the side of people in the Vales. They are great enemies of my kin. I have watched most of the warg host move south, but a small pack of them remain in the reinforcements their allies, the goblins in the Misty Mountains. I cannot leave my post to deal with them myself, but they are a plague upon travelers. Please, will you go and clear them out?
Sure, we can do that. Why not? Alright, so the wargs and wolves, they're down here. Again, so this is the High Pass. So this is the pass that they were going to take in the movies. Remember that the High Pass through the Misty Mountains and they decided to go through Moria? This is that pass, but it was too covered in snow and then Saruman made a storm and made it too hard to get through. Yes. I'm sure you all remember that. Whoa! Alright, well, ow. Oh no, goblins! Quick, everybody! There we go. She turned into a bear. Protect me! Alright, there we go. Good thing we have all these bears with us. Another one. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. Whoa, something happened there. That was a weird little freeze. Lightning bolts. Oh, he resisted one of my lightning bolts. That makes me sad. Have this lightning. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. No overkill needed. Oh, warg. There's a warg. With a couple magical debuffs on him. That's weird. I don't know why we keep losing our sound. It's freaking me out. All right, he's been defeated. Moving on. Where is this warg pen? We're very, very close now. I guess it's a warg cave. A new deed. Defeat many wargs in the Vales of Anduin. Alright, I think we found it. This is definitely it. Up the trees quickly, cried Gandalf. They ran to the trees at the glades edge. Oh! Is this... Oh, this is the spot in The Hobbit where they ran up the trees, remember? Right? And I mean, we see it in the movies too, but then in the books, they actually burn the trees down. So now granted, that was a long time ago. That was, what, 80 years ago? 90 years ago? But still wargs in the area, apparently. She gonna help me? Time for a lightning storm. Oh gosh, I might die. Oh, I'm probably dead. They're all on me. This is bad, and I can't get out of the stun for some reason. It's a hard CC. Ah! Yeah, I'm dead. Dang it. I wish she had an aggro ability. I have to be more careful with aggroing that many wargs at once. Oh, that was a boss. Oh, we were fighting a boss. That's why he's named Warg. Sharaha. He's ha-ha-haing at me because I died. Dang it. Bring back my friends here. Alright, well, how far are we? It's a pretty good little distance there. Maybe I'll come back to that work quest later. I need to get more, let's put on floating names and let's find these lumber. There's a lumber right there. I need these, right here. Fallen timber. Again, this stream is very chill today, so if you guys have any questions, please feel free. I'm just basically just doing questing. Or an occasional voiceover, even though my main series I really focus hard on doing mainly the voiceovers. But for people who are newcomers watching right now too, we do everything Lord of the Rings on this channel, so I'm slowly but surely adding more and more stuff. Just look at which playlist, they're all organized. We got collection playlist, we got a lore playlist, we got a couple Lord of the Rings online playlists. One's a battle one, one's a voiceover one. One's kind of me just doing everything in LOTRO. One's a guide playlist for LOTRO. Alright, sweet. He's defeated. Even have a blog playlist where I have all sorts of things on there. A lot of stuff about the garden there, in our garden we have in real life. Alright. I'm debating if I want to go back up there and do that quest right now or not. It seems kind of hard. I might just collect the fallen timber. Nice, nice, yeah. Yeah, no, definitely, totally fine. You guys don't have to ask anything if you don't want to. I just want everyone to know I will not be, won't bother me if you do ask questions. And also, if you guys play on Crick Hollow, don't forget I will give invites to the Kinship. Anyone who's a subscriber, you can join our Kinship on Crick Hollow. It's like our guild. Alright, so there should be more fallen timber right over here. There's one right there. I really am like Radagast the Brown. Look at all these animals following me. Alright, there should be one more fallen timber right here. There it is. I really like this Dwarven thing right here. This base. Look at this. Look at this old Dwarven ruins. Used to be a bridge. Because remember, this is leading to Gundabad, which was the ancient dwarf home of the dwarves. Even before Khazad-dûm and Moria. And again, it's really cool in LOTRO because we're seeing a lot of it. So if you watch my LOTRO Adventure playlist, we've gone through a lot of it on Zollin. And we'll probably be doing more on Zollin soon with that, because I'm trying to level Zollin up. I want to get him max level. Because I've been doing so much other fun stuff for our channel with LOTRO that I haven't actually finished max leveling Zollin yet, my main character, so I gotta get him max level. So that I actually can, like, maybe do some PvP on a live stream or something. In the Entomos. Alright, there should be some more twigs up here. There's one. Twigs. Fallen timber. I don't know if that's a twig. It's a little bigger than a twig. Oop. Why can't I click it? There it is. I need one more. It says there's more right up here, so we'll just go over here. I think it's just right outside the camp over here to the right. There it is. There's the last one. And then what we can do is we can accept this, and then we'll go down and talk to the two people down here at the bottom of the path. do a couple more voiceovers for fun. All right, so we're supposed to talk to this guy right here, Vegbar, or Vegbear, maybe, Bar, something like
I
that.
have not seen any goblins myself, but several woodmen spoke of goblin attacks at Wardfast.
I have not seen any goblins myself, but several woodsmen spoke of goblin attacks at Wildfast. I have not heard from some people living to the south, and I cannot leave my post. Will you please report this to Scala? Aha, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. I heard it. All right, sounds good. Thanks for hanging out, Odie. Again, you guys should have seen a little boop thing pop up there in the corner. All right. Yeah, there's the bridge, by the way, from another angle. The Dwarven Bridge. It's broken, but it's pretty cool. Pretty darn epic for just a bridge. Might have had a guardhouse in it. I don't know. All right, let's talk to this guy.
Goblins?
Goblin.
None here.
None
The
here.
old fort has been rather quiet of late.
He's got a whole voiceover. The old fort has been rather quiet of late. All right, let's go report this to the main guy, and then turn these ones in. Again, I'm gonna do the wargs of the wolf den a little bit later because it's just too hard. I don't want to keep dying. I just want to turn in some more turning quests. If we hit level 117, it'd probably be a lot easier to go do that work quest too, being a little closer to the level 120 cap. Nope, who's following me? So I tried a game the other day, guys, and I'm gonna put a video out in a day or two of it. But I tried Northgard. Speaking of very dwarven or, Nordic sounding speaking. Yeah, anyway, it's gonna be pretty cool. So I'll post that for you guys, and maybe we'll do a live stream of that game later on. This is kind of a fun little chill game. Again, probably not quite as fun to watch as LOTRO, but still a cool game. LOTRO's just so pretty. All right, let's see. We're gonna go up here. Again, I think we might actually try a little bit more of that New World MMO too, even though it's not Tolkien, it's not Lord of the Rings. So I played a couple hours of it. It's pretty fun, but now that I have a new computer, it'd be a lot more fun to try together too.
The Vales must be made safe. Do what you can.
These will do. I have another task, if you wish to help.
The Vales are under our protection.
Now that you have the materials, they should be shaped. Take the timber to the forest, Annard, south of here. He will cut the wood into usable planks. Forester. All right.
Outsiders entering Goblin Town. Many goblins leaving. And now reports of homes south of Vegbar under attack.
Outsiders entering Goblin Town, many goblins leaving. Now reports of homes south of Vegbar under attack. You say you are here to help, so now I am asking that you make good on your word. We have not heard from the forester Anhard in some time. Go to his home and see if he still lives. We must discover if any goblins have left Goblin Town and now threaten the lands to the south. You got it. All right, we're on Goblin Patrol again, guys. So he wants us to go to his house there in the Gladen Fields. Or the Gladden Fields, excuse me. All right, we're gonna head there. We still got time on our stream. We can do this, let's go. Mr. Incredible, right? I got time. Oh man, The Incredibles was so good. That was something surprising to me. I don't know if you guys also think this, but the second Incredibles was really good. Usually, like, a lot of times second movies aren't as good as the first one, but it wasn't as good as the first one, but it still was really good. And I loved that they started the second one with where they left off the first one with the Thunder Miner. So I love that. It was so good. It was so well done. Incredibles was such a good movie. Oh my gosh. All right, we're almost to his home. There it is. There's his home. You have found Arnon's home. Huh. Let's talk to her.
What happened here? His home looks like it weathered a storm.
What happened here? His home looks like it weathered a storm. Quickly, let us find Einhard and make sure he is safe. And hopefully the game doesn't just do... I don't know what is happening today, you guys, but I'm gonna have to install and reinstall. I did something to my client the other day because this has not been an issue ever for me, and it is an issue all the time the last 2 days for me. I don't know why it just doesn't want to stay up. It's gonna happen sometimes. Again, it could be because I'm streaming it, maybe? I don't think that should be an issue, though. You know what I'm gonna do, though? I'm actually gonna stop streaming directly to the client. I'm gonna just stream my screen for you. See if that makes a difference. I wonder if I'm freaking it out because I'm trying to have my streaming application grab the game. That shouldn't be the issue, though. I'm pretty sure I just did something to mess. I'm just gonna have to reinstall it, probably. See if that fixes it. Oh, get crafty, you guys. Great new items from recipes. By the way, if you are a LOTRO player, you're watching right now, or you watch this later, the video, don't forget, you guys, there is the crafting carry-all, the large one, 50 slots, 75% off. So it's 498 LOTRO points right now instead of like almost 2,000. It's normally 1995 or something. Like, so now is the time to get that. I got one just now on Grandal, and I got 2 on Zollin. Because if you watch, they just started a thing called supporter packs, which is kind of just a fun way to support the game and get extra stuff, but not pushing into your face, which I really appreciate that they don't do that in LOTRO. One of the reasons I like this game. But you can check those out too. I have a video I just posted today about it. So
What happened
it's on my guide
here?
playlist.
His home looks like it weathered a storm.
Storm! Yes, I know. We talked about that. All right. Talk to him. Is he here? Oh, there he is. Oh no, it's just a poor human, I think.
Who goes there? Get away from me, villain!
Who goes there? Get away from me, villain! Aaron, clearly rattled from whatever happened here. You do your best to calm him down. It's okay. It's all right. You're not goblins. I am too happy to see you. This has been the worst day of my life.
Who are you? Are you here to help?
Who are you? Are you here to help? You quickly explain the situation and ask Einhard to tell you what happened here. I cannot say for sure. It happened in the dead of night, but I can tell you what I saw and what I heard. I was asleep with my hounds when I awoke by the sound of many scuffling feet, a horrid chattering of some beastly horde. I quickly looked out the window and saw hundreds of glowing eyes and glittering of weapons in the moonlight. I am unsure what they were, orcs, goblins, Taro Grim, but there were so many. I could only hide in my home while they trampled through and destroyed everything in sight. What do I do now? Pick up the pieces and carry on? But I'm afraid they will come back at any moment.
Before the war, the Vales were peaceful.
You
That
want
seems long ago.
You want planks? I have no time to shape these now. These goblins, or whatever they were, could be back at any moment. Just take the planks over there and leave me be. All right. We'll just pile the wood planks here, I guess. I have. Good question, Harry. I have. Actually, on my playlist, I've done reviews of I think I've done reviews of all the trailers and kind of what I thought about it. I'm in kind of the mode with the show that I'm right in the center with everything. Like, I'm not like already a hater of it like a lot of people are, which I don't really understand because we don't really have enough info to be yet. Even though there's a lot of telltale worry signs, I do understand that. But at the same time, I'm also not completely like, you know, I endorse. I'm not going to endorse or dislike something until I've seen the actual show. So that's kind of where I'm at with my feelings on the show. But I don't know. One thing that I think a lot of people are getting upset ahead of time and saying, oh, it's going to be bad, because a lot of people are like preparing their own feelings, right? They don't want to be let down for it being bad. So that's why a lot of people are like doing that. By the way, that isn't Sauron. That a lot of people are saying that's Sauron. That's been already that's been, just so you know, a lot of videos I put out there. Oh, look, it's Sauron. It's the first reveal of Sauron. That person that had the white cloak and looks kind of like it could be Alatar or whatever, you know. It's not Sauron. They've already confirmed it's not. It's some cultist leader probably for Morgoth or Sauron. But I guess they're not going to have Sauron in the first season, which is kind of weird to me. But I mean, I guess maybe they want to build it up first to get to Sauron, since he's the big bad guy. And it does make sense to me that there would be he has lieutenants, evil lieutenants, that wouldn't be, because remember, they do have to add a lot, because they don't have the one thing I worry about is they don't have the full rights, but they do have the rights to a lot of the story from the appendices and stuff in the Fellowship. I mean, you know, the Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, and the Hobbit. But yeah, don't get too depressed about it though. Remember, it's just an adaptation, and if we like it, we like it. If we don't like it, we don't like it. We move on, right? And don't forget too, on a positive note, that there could be other ones in the future. So it's not like they're gonna make this one, and if it's bad, another one will never be made. Of course, another one will be made, and it will be made probably by somebody else, right? So like, if they do great, awesome. We have a new series we like. If they do bad, we move on and get a little bit disappointed, right? Don't let it get you too down. But I think that's why, I mean, I've actually kind of like, honestly, if you guys want my honest opinion, I've been getting a little bit frustrated with, like, not mad at people. I understand why people are like saying like, oh, it's gonna be terrible. Oh, it's gonna be this and that, and all these words they're using. I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, none of us have actually seen it, so maybe we should just wait and watch, because there's not much we're gonna be able to do about it. I think Amazon understands the Tolkien community's feelings on it, that we're worried that they're going to mess things up and add all these characters that are just made up, and maybe focus on issues in our lives that we don't want put into Tolkien's world. That's the big one for me. If they keep it to Tolkien's lore and they don't bring issues in from what we have to deal with in our lives right now, that's great. Because one thing Tolkien really wanted in his stories, this is my feeling on it, he really, really wanted his stories to be an escape and his own story within itself. Like, he didn't want it. For example, here's my example. During his first releases of his books, Tolkien got very frustrated with people who were trying to compare his One Ring to nuclear bombs. Okay? That was a huge thing back in right after the World Wars and stuff, when he first wrote the books and stuff. People were saying, oh, is this, and the Cold Wars, right? Is this like a nuclear bomb? Is that kind of what the ring is compared to? And he was like, no, it's not. Like, you can watch some of the BBC interviews. He was really, it made him frustrated. He didn't like it. People were, it's like, you can take, let's say I want to word this so it doesn't get confusing. You can take his story and apply it to things in our lives that we can compare it to, that our personal experiences, but don't take stuff in our personal experiences and apply it to characters. Like, for example, right? Like, don't take a certain character like Sauron and compare some politician or someone you don't like in real life to Sauron. Like, oh, he's a, you know, you could say he's like a Sauron, but you can't say, oh, Sauron's like that person. No. Like, Tolkien was really clear on that too. Like, Saruman, he does have that deceptive, the bad things, but yet he has a good side too, Saruman, before he was evil, right? But like, you can compare him to being kind of shifty like a politician, but Tolkien didn't want you to compare him directly to one person. He just has a air. He's Saruman, that's his character, and he has an air of being kind of politician-y, right? Like deceptive, and like he wants to have power, like the bad traits that we don't want politicians to have, but majority of them have, right? But anyway, yeah. Yeah, it really upset me too with the Sauron thing. Harry. Yeah, absolutely. When I saw that, I looked at him, I'm like, that is not Sauron. Because for one, Sauron is very, like, everyone likes him because he's just perfect and majestic and, you know, really good looking and really kind to everyone. And I look at that character and I was like, that is not a deceptive character that everyone's going to be like, oh, wow, how much power he commands with just his presence. No. It has to be someone who is like just has the look. I would laugh. It shouldn't be this character, but like The Rock or something, like the actor, right? Like he has like a presence about him, right? His face and just everything. Like, again, I don't think he'd fit the part of description of Sauron, but you know, that's what I'm saying though. He really has a good personality, and he's like, you know what I mean? If he kind of acted, you know what I'm saying? Like that person with the person's voice, I don't even know if it's supposed to be a guy or a girl, honestly. The character that whatever that reveal was just was really creepy, whatever it was. But obviously good creepy character, I will say that. But I'm so glad to find out it wasn't Sauron, because I was like that is not the envisionment I have thought of you know, Sauron's fair image that everyone adores, you know, and then gets corrupted and tricked by. Of course, Gil-galad doesn't get tricked. A few people see through it, but yeah, the writing is worrisome. And, you know, it's like, the thing is though, until we actually see it, we don't know entirely, right? And there are some things I don't like that they're doing. For example, when it comes to lore of the dwarf women and they don't have beards in this, I mean, I can let it slide. You can go watch I have like an hour review of the most recent trailer on the channel if you want to watch it after the stream. I pretty much go wholeheartedly into it what I think. And again, I have there's a couple other things too with like descriptions of characters where it doesn't make sense that they would look like that for that description and that race. Again, there's ways they can make it totally legit, but yeah. But anyway, that's my thoughts on that, if that makes you feel a little bit better. But I'd love talking about that stuff, so that's why I have my lore playlist. Again, that'll be for actual lore, and then it'll also be for like reviewing the correctness to what I think is Tolkienish lore. I'm gonna do my best to always be a torchbearer of what Tolkien thinks. Because like, again, I have my fan lore, which we will definitely cover sometime too, of characters I've made, including Zollin, right, in the story, and how I've tied him into the lore, but that's fan lore. Again, the way I make fan lore though, I want it to like, I don't want it to mess up any of Tolkien's lore, so I try to connect it really well in ways that wouldn't mess anything up. But again, in the future, I might make some fun videos on that. Yeah, thanks for joining us, Holly. I appreciate it. I understand. The kids can be crazy. I work with a lot of kids at my church, and I'm pretty good with little kids, but they are a handful. So thanks for hanging out and visiting. I appreciate it. All right, let's go and talk to her real quick, this
That
character.
poor man is terrified. We should investigate the area and see if it was goblins that came through or something else.
That poor man is terrified. We should investigate the area and see if the goblins have come through or something else. Perhaps we can pick up the trail of whatever it might have been as well. All right, so they want us to track them, huh? Find evidence of the goblin trail. Let's see, which way? Following the goblins. Okay, I think it's over here. The Tolkien movie? I haven't done that one, even though I watched it. You're talking about the live one that it was like about Tolkien's life, right? Where it's like his young life and then like stuff and the war and things. Where is this trail? Oh, there it is. Be careful, I smell something. Oh, there they are. Goblin tracks. Goblins! We're being ambushed by goblins! Bring down the lightning! Alright, we defeated those guys. Yeah, I have not done a review for that movie, but Now that you say that, I think I should probably do one. Oh, look at this. A crude drawing. Looks like the Goblin King to me. I can't quite make out the Dwarven runes, though. That's a double E. That's an NG. Again, it's a little different than the version I know of runes. Those runes are all different. Yeah, there were a couple things that they did. Yeah, there was a couple things I didn't feel like were totally true to the actual story that I have read and heard of Tolkien. So it was interesting. I think the best part for me of that entire show that I really enjoyed, that just I've watched it. It was like 4 years ago now when it came out, 5 years ago. But the biggest thing that stuck in my mind was the fact where the explosions were going off and the fire from the bombs and all the stuff going on, and how it showed like the dragon or the Balrog like form in the smoke when he's looking at the horror of what's happening, kind of like to show where he got some of his like characters, his evil monsters, which was kind of like war, right? The horror of war. That was probably the most iconic moment that stood out to me when I watched it. But and his friend that was actually named Sam, like they got him through the trenches. That was pretty cool, because that's obviously where he got his whole idea. Yeah, that was well done. But yeah, there was some stuff I didn't really.
Goblins indeed.
There were.
What did that one drop?
I was
Some
left
kind of
wanting.
drawing?
Let's put it that way. At the end of that
Is
show.
that supposed to be the Great Goblin?
Goblin indeed. What did that one drop? Some kind of drawing? Is that supposed to be the Great Goblin? I do not know what makes of that drawing, but we should hold on to it for now. Let us return to Einhard and ascend him on to Vegbar. It is clearly not safe for him out in the wilds by himself.
The Vales must be made safe. Do what you can.
All right, defeat goblins.
The mountains belong to us,
Destroy
not to those foul goblins.
I agree. Oh, look at this. Abandoned weapons. Supposed to clean this up, basically. Yeah, I know. I remember more from his life story from actually just watching him talk about things on BBC interviews, and then also a couple books I've read, including one I really like is I've been reading parts of it, is the basically it's the Fellowship, something the book is called, but it's about the Inklings. It's about Tolkien and the C.S. Lewis and his friends always writing at the tavern. That was pretty cool. I'm basically helping fix this guy's house after the goblins destroyed it. Yeah, but again, it was a good show, but again, that was a lot. I watched that like when it came out. I saw it in theaters. Like, I was so down to see it. I went and saw it in theaters, which did make it a little bit more intense with the big screen, but it was fun.
You came back. Are the demons still out there?
Are the demons still out there? You explain the attackers were indeed goblins and that there is still some lurking nearby. You tell Einhard that he should head to Vegbar where is safe. Ah, yes, that sounds like a good idea, but I cannot leave with my home in such disarray and my hounds missing. Will you help?
I fear her.
We'll find his.
We
We gotta find his dogs. We can do that. All right.
The mountains belong to us.
All right, we got that quest done.
Goblins.
Now find his hound, repair damaged walls. Let's see if we can find his actual dogs here. One of his dogs is up here. Oh, goblin looter. Get him. All right, that goblin's dead. It's a pretty cool view of that swamp down there in the valley. This world is so vast in Lord of the Rings Online. It's one of the biggest games there is, actually, in walking around. It's totally worth it. I'd rather be big than tiny and minuscule. Yeah, dude, it was fun to see the Hobbit movies in the theaters. You know, it's funny though, I watched it, it's funny because I think The Hobbit actually is like the first movie I saw in 3D with one of them that I was actually like, no, this is actually pretty decent, because most 3Ds I feel is kind of gimmicky. Like, because they recorded it so well, it actually felt pretty good, but I still just like watching it in HD more. It definitely was good. Hey, what's up there? Welcome. Hey, there's his dog. Come on, doggy. Yeah, go home to your master. The goblins are gone. Oh, you got to see all the Lord of the Rings in the movies, or did you go watch when they had like put them back in theaters? Yeah, definitely. Be kind of fun to do a watch party with the originals. We did Nerd of the Rings. My friend's channel, Matt, friend of mine, which I'm sure you've probably seen Nerd of the Rings channel. It's huge, but he does a lot of lore videos too. It's awesome. But he basically he did a watch party of the Fellowship for its 20th year anniversary. That was really fun. He invited me on. There was like, we had a couple of us. It was pretty fun. We had like 500 people join for the live stream too. It's crazy. Awesome. I appreciate you watching the video of the last live one. We had fun on the other one. Yeah, the Hobbits are... I think the Hobbit movies were pretty darn good. You know what's funny? You guys tell me. I'm sure you all have friends who don't like them, or, you know, don't like parts of them, right? There's parts that I didn't like either, but like majority I thought the Hobbit movies were really well done. But I always laugh because like if this Amazon is if the series does become bad, which I'm hoping it'll be good. I'm rooting for it to be good, but we'll see. If it does, most people who didn't like the Hobbit are now going to say, oh, the Hobbits are great. You know what I'm saying? I always think that's funny when that happens. Gosh, though, Howard Shore is doing the music for the Rings of Power, so when we actually get to see the series with his music, it might be a lot better than we think. Because all of the trailers have not had Howard Shore's music, and that has bothered me. I don't know what Amazon is doing with their advertising, but just hear me, Amazon. You should be putting some of his music with the trailers. I guess they're just hiding it for the series? I don't know. Where's his other dog? Is it up on the hill above us or something? I'm like trying to find his dogs in the game here while we talk. The Lord of the Rings, I watched it when I was really young. I haven't watched it for a really long time. They're pretty good too. That kind of animation when I was young I didn't really like, but now that I'm older I'd probably enjoy it. I just remember it was like too scary when I watched it when I was like 5. I was 7 years old. I was like, I don't know, I don't really like it. I remember watching it. They made it really intense, the cartoon. It's pretty good though. Yeah, it was really his story of how he got the name Oakenshield. Again, I'm gonna do a lore video of how my main character Zollin Ironshield got his last name. We're gonna do that because I have a pretty epic whole tie-in fan lore piece of my main character. Let's see, the dog there's the dog. Hello, little dog. All right, his last one is north. Oh, you're talking about that one. I thought you were talking about the cartoon one, the more recent, the one that was like 1980 something. Oh, you're talking about the one where they had like real people and they were like, which wait, or am I thinking of the right one? Is the one that's like kind of like a weird cartoon animation? Or you talking about the one that had like real actors? Because there's like a really old one that had like, they actually did a live action, but they animated over it a little bit. It's pretty bad. I know I watched Nerd of the Rings did a video on it. It was pretty hilarious. It's a goblin spy. Kill it. So I need to kill a couple more looters. Where do I find those? Are they just around the house?
Whatever good fortune we had is gone.
All right, good. We got his doggies back. All right, so we just need to defeat looters and repair walls. The walls are up there. The looters are all around here, it says. So let's just look around for looters here. I know, I didn't really like, I know they had to cut things out still, even though they made 3 movies. I know a lot of people didn't like the fact that they made The Hobbit into 3 movies. They're like, you should have done 1 movie. But honestly, The Hobbit is a really long story, and look at how they still cut stuff out of the book that we wanted, and yet they put it into a 3-movie series. Like, granted, realistically, like, you probably could have made The Lord of the Rings 9 movies, but that's kind of like, it probably wouldn't have worked as good, and they're so good anyway. But they cut a lot out of The Lord of the Rings too, even though that Peter Jackson's adaptation is just amazing. And now, granted, we have a perception of his adaptations now, which again is why I think a lot of people are worried about the Amazon series too, because for one, they don't want people to put stuff from our world right now into Tolkien's world, you know, putting in certain messages, which I hope they don't do. But, and then at the same time, people have a view of how Peter Jackson did it, and they're like, we like how that is, right? And I do too. I love Peter Jackson's the movies he did, so it's kind of hard. There are like no but again, sometimes, you know, things are made, and like, for example too, some people are like, oh, I hope they don't make things look like Game of Thrones. Well, they've already made it clear they're not going to make the Amazon series at all inappropriate, which I was so happy about, because I thought it was going to turn into like a competition with Game of Thrones, as in like, I was like, I don't want it to turn into a big thing of inappropriate stuff. Tolkien would be so disappointed. So I'm glad that we already know that's not going to be a thing. They're not going to make it inappropriate in any way. But it'll still be violent, which is good. I want violence. You're fighting orcs and goblins. I don't know where these looters are. Yeah, exactly. Like, and I know some people too are like, some people didn't like the fact that the animated Azog, even though he's cool and he's not really in the right time frame. Oh, there's a looter right there. Let's get him. It's like the animation thing wasn't super great, even though the animation's better then. It kind of did take away from it a little bit. So, I'm glad to hear in the Amazon TV series that everything is, most of the orcs are going to actually be actors with like costumes. So that's really cool. Very happy about that. You know what I should have this on. It'll help me detect them. There they are. That's why I can't find them. I'm too low level. But now that I brought up my stealth level with this ability, I should have had that on sooner. My bad. No wonder they're all higher level than me, so I can't see them. But now I have stealth detection, I can find them. Good thing Loremasters have extra stealth detection. When you remember to put it on. I don't know, I thought there was another one right here, but maybe there's not. The battle for Middle-earth? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, the tabletop. Oh. Yeah, I've seen that a little bit. I worked at a bookstore for a long time, and we actually sold it. I haven't played it. And then there's the Lord of the Rings card game too, which I've played a little bit of, but not a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. I'm about to level up by just killing things. Got it. Ha 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 ha. All right. What level is she? Maybe she, if I put her self detection on her. Oh, it automatically does its AoE. Maybe she'll be able to see the creatures because she's higher level. Yeah, there we go. Walked right into one. No, you die! Goblins. They're so funny. Yeah, my biggest complaints on the Hobbit movies, because again, I rate the Hobbit movies, you know, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, easy for me. I really liked them a lot. There's parts that, like, the actors, obviously Ian McKellen as Gandalf is just always the best. But really, it's just little choices they did with things like Azog, and then they did the love triangle thing. I didn't dislike Tariel, the character. I didn't like the love triangle thing, though. That bothered me a lot. That bothered a lot of people. It was just silly. So I'm hoping that the two made-up characters in the new Amberlin series isn't going to be like some love triangle thing. That they're like an elf and human love story. I know they're trying to follow Tolkien's love stories between elf and human, but that's really, really rare, those love stories. So we'll see how that goes in the series.
To us,
hey, we leveled up. Woo! We're level 117. All right. So that's one thing that bothered me in The Hobbit. And then I actually didn't mind the whole barrel thing that was like a joke with because here's the reason. And a lot of people didn't like the whole Goblin town. It seemed too fake, like stuff. But in the actual story, the dwarves keep their instruments, even their cellos, the huge cello instrument, the whole time. They don't just have them at baguettes. So how did they keep them? So there was this kind of like weird magic the dwarves had in the story with Tolkien. And of course they made it a little more realistic where they didn't have their instruments the whole time and stuff, carrying those. But I didn't actually totally mind the getaway and how it worked with the Goblin town, even though the Goblin King, I don't know about his look. I liked his voice and stuff, but yeah. Ugh. But I know they're trying to make him gross, but I don't think they gave the right impression of the Goblin King. I liked John Howe's artistry of the Goblin King in the Hobbit books better. This one too. Wait, didn't we have a little art of the Hobbit? I guess it's just the quest. But also, the whole barrel part down the river, that was all made up for the movie, right? That's not in the books. They just basically get away in the barrels, and then they're at Lake Town, right? They added that whole part where the orcs and elves are trying to get them and stuff. It was fine. They're just trying to make it a fun, action-packed scene. It was really unrealistic, right? And the mechanics, I mean, not the mechanics, but the realisticness of the ability to be able to stay afloat in a barrel and fight like that was super unrealistic. So it kind of took away the immersion of it being more real, but it did add to the comedy that's in the Hobbit books that they kind of took out. So maybe that's what they were trying to do. But I actually laughed so hard at the part with Bombird being ridiculous and like flying, and I thought it was hilarious. Yes, it took me out a little bit out of the immersion, and it was kind of silly, out of place. It wasn't really didn't quite feel like everything, but it did bring back the comedy that Tolkien did have in The Hobbit compared to The Lord of the Rings. So yeah, he is only mentioned in one sentence in the Hobbit books, I'm pretty sure. Or he's at least mentioned in the appendices that he's around during The Hobbit. So yeah, he was not in them. And again, I'm not going to fault them for adding Orlando Bloom, because everyone loves Orlando Bloom who's not a book. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they did it. Come on. They wanted to have all the fans of Orlando Bloom want to watch the movie. But, and again, he's fine. The way they put him in, he's not, like, game-changing. He doesn't, like, affect the story itself very much. So, that was fine. Like, but again, yeah. And, like, him running on the stones, like, defying gravity, that was kind of a nod at the whole, like, he can walk on snow thing, too. So, Yeah, all right, but that was a little unimmersive for me. Even though, yeah, it's cool, but he's not like a superhero. You know, he doesn't have superpowers. He just is blessed with elven grace. Yeah, Orlando Bloom didn't need to be in it. No, he did not. The reason they put, let's be honest, the reason they put Orlando Bloom into the show was because, well, he lives in Mirkwood right then. Sure he does, but he wasn't in the story. But they put him in because people wanted to see Orlando Bloom, and they knew they'd get more views. That's the bottom line with that. And again, it's not like a game all changer for me with the show. He didn't affect it very much, but dude, the dragon though, and the actor they picked for Bilbo, those were so well done. Like, I loved how Smaug looked. I loved it. And now he was more of a, and he was a type of dragon because, again, technically in the books, dragons have 4 legs when you look up lore and stuff, but they put like feet on his wings, right? So when he stood, he had 4 legs because a drake usually only has 2. But yeah, I was totally down for Smaug. I liked how big he was, because like he's a lot bigger than, like, if you compare him to like a new series, more newer series like Game of Thrones, right? They're dragons. If you actually compare sizes, Smaug is a lot bigger than those dragons. He's like twice the size, almost. So which makes sense. And I also loved how clever he was, even though they didn't put all the riddles in, how they still did that classic riddle where he's like, oh, fancy titles, right? Like, oh my gosh, that whole part was just, oh, so good. So good. Yeah, it was just, oh my gosh, that whole thing is just...
Thank you for all your help.
You're welcome.
I will head to Vegbar with my companions when I am able.
Ironheart is right. There'll be more people in danger if the goblins are left unchecked. We have work to do.
All right, turn to the goblin tracks. So here's a quest we can do. We're actually not going to do the quest right now because I'm getting tired, so we will stand right here for future, but we'll finish up our conversation here. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. Good questions, fun conversations. Again, everything Lord of the Rings on this channel, so I appreciate it. And I should probably do a review of the old Tolkien, and not the old one, but the Tolkien movie and stuff. Again, I'm not like a super expert on Tolkien's life, but I know a lot because I've just watched a lot of his interviews, and I've watched I've read a couple documentaries on him and watched documentaries on him. But yeah, his life was he's a pretty awesome life. He's also an amazing artist, which was pretty cool to find out. I wasn't really aware of that until I got his book on art, and I was like, wow, he's done so much art himself. Which, of course, a lot of the inspiration was from the other 2 artists who did a lot, like John Howe and a couple of them, right? Who are such amazing, respected artists of Lord of the Rings. They really brought it to life, right? Thorin's, I remember in the story, in the actual story, that is something, you hit a nail on the head for me. That's something that bothered me. I didn't like how they portrayed Thorin almost like to an obsession level and like going crazy with the gold, because it was an issue with his family and he defeats it, right? So that was good. They showed he defeated it, but almost like where he was at like he was on drugs or something in the movie, you know, he's like going to like trance. I didn't like that. I didn't like how they did that at all. I didn't feel like that's how it was portrayed in the story when I read it at all, that he had it was a temptation and a greed that was passed on through his line, but he defeats it, which is really cool. And no, I don't think a lot of the other dwarves had the greed as much for some reason. It was just his line for some reason was being passed on as almost a family trait, but then he defeats it, which is super cool and I find really cool. And they did that. The part where he defeats in the movie was awesome. I like that. But yeah, I love the actor they picked for the Hobbit for Thorin, but I really don't like how, I understand they were trying to portray him as a little younger, but Thorin was like 50 or 60 years older than all the other dwarves. He was the oldest dwarf out of the company, even than Balin. And Balin was like 40 years older than everybody else in the company. So I didn't like that he didn't have a really long beard, because he was described in the books as having the longest gray and white beard out of all the dwarves that went down past his belt. So, but again, I understand why they made him more of a hip Thorin, young and, you know, spiffy. They wanted to kind of have more of an adventurous character in his middle age than really, really old. But again, like, dwarves do stuff when they're really, really old too. You know, dwarves like live 350 years. Like Dwalin lived over like 360 something years, or how old did he live? I don't remember. He lived a really, really, really long time. I'll look it up right now. This is actually a thing Google knows. How old did the dwarf Dwalin live?
Here is information from Tolkien Gate.
He lived 340 years. I was close, but he lived a long time. Zollin lives 398 years. In my character's lore, he dies of old age. But again, dwarves can live to about 400 years usually. In Tolkien's lore, their more common age is like just in the early 300s though. And again, they were blessed with longer lives so they could toil and do their projects right in the mountains. But yeah, Thorin is a pretty cool character though. He is a really good character, but I didn't like that they didn't give him the long beard. At least he had a beard. That's a little stab at the new Amazon series. But again, I have some hopes for the Amazon series. So if you go and watch my review, you can see the hopes I have on it too. The things I do like. I noticed that it looks like they showed a Belrog, which I'm not sure if the Belrog should technically be there, but it's a possibility. But they show it with no wings, and it's just smoke for wings. And that's what more people are thinking of in the lore. So that they're listening to people there. Imagine if they gave him a baby face. Oh no. Yeah, that would have been pretty bad. I love the actor they picked. And the actor they picked for Thorin loved the character. Like, he still talks about it in post thing, right? Years later on his, like, he was into that character, so. No, it's not. Good question. It's not Anatar. Nope. I've already heard it's been confirmed that it is not him. I believe it's just some random cultist leader. Yeah, you can watch my review. I was a little upset. I was like, if this better not be Sauron, because this is not Anatar. This is not what I think of as majestic and commanding in presence. I was like, this is a little sniveling bad person. That's what I mean, that's what's probably going to be. It's probably going to be some magical cult leader or something. That's my guess. They got to make some bad guys to make Sauron be a more big bad guy, right? You got to have 2 lieutenants and stuff. So I'm totally fine with them adding in characters like that. But yeah. He looks like a good bad guy. He definitely is going to be, like, you can tell he's a bad guy. So, I mean, hopefully he'll be good at it. But he's not supposed to be Anatar, because Anatar deceives everybody because he's got such a commanding presence, and he's like really, really like good looking and like perfect and all this stuff, and he's really good at speech and stuff. That guy, I think they tried to trick us in the trailer on purpose, because he says, "You've been told many lies of Middle-earth," right? To whoever he's fighting, that other made-up elf character, I think. But again, I think that was a trick. I think basically this is a cultist of Sauron or Morgoth. And he's maybe one of the people, he might be one of the people who starts morphing. Maybe they're going to say morphing Numenor, and then later Sauron comes and really messes them up. Maybe that's their goal. That might be a cool way to make that work. Maybe, but remember, Sauron is he's a Maiar, so he's ageless. He's like Gandalf. Gandalf has chosen an old looking human appearance. Gandalf could easily be a Belrog, just like the Belrog, if he wanted to be evil and just totally let his power go. Again, the Belrog is the same being as Gandalf. They're both Maiar. They're both angel creatures, basically. If you're gonna compare them to our real world, they're like angel demon, right? They're kind of the people under the level. Now, the reason Sauron is so powerful is that he was like the right hand evil person of Morgoth, who is basically the Satan, right, of Middle Earth, basically. Again, it's a little more complicated because Tolkien took a lot more lore from not just that background of ideas, but also like Norse ideas and Greek, right? When there's like multiple gods under Iluvatar, the one god, right? that is I could see that. It would be hard to get past knowing that he's the Witcher actor and that actor, but he would play a very good Anatar, I think. You get him the right look and the right hair. Yeah, I could see that. That's a pretty good one, Harry. I like that. The Belrog is like a demon. Yes, you are correct. You are correct. He is like a demon. He's basically a corrupted and fallen Maiar, who are angels. And if you study the Bible, right, that like demons are, majority of them are corrupted, right, angels who basically turned, right? Which is, again, Tolkien also didn't like comparing our religions today, right, and our what we believe to his stuff. Like, it's a story. He wanted his to be a mythological fantasy story. He didn't really want to compare things. That's why there's a lot of differences there, but basically the demons, the Balrogs, are like fallen Maiar, which is why Gandalf the Grey knew it was going to be the death of him to challenge the Balrog, because the Balrog was basically on par with Gandalf, if not more, because he was corrupted. This Balrog was corrupted by Morgoth and had the powers of one of the evil gods, basically, right? Yeah. Exactly. Yes. It is like, that's why it's kind of like, if you're going to compare it to anything in our real world, it's like the comparison of a demon and an angel, right? Like it's basically, they're both Maiar. One of them is just fallen. The Balrog is like corrupted, evil. That's why Gandalf knew it was going to be the end of him. And then of course, what happens in the shows, they really quickly go by it, right? I actually have a whole video I did on the resurrection of Gandalf in Glorfindel on my lore video playlist channel, on my lore playlist. You guys are curious, and then I put a little bit of touch of what I believe in things too. But yeah, it's pretty cool actually, the whole thing how Tolkien did that. But basically Gandalf is rewarded for taking on this evil Balrog. You just call him a demon. It's basically what he is. He's rewarded, and they bring him back to keep helping, basically. And then he's upgraded basically to Gandalf the White because Saruman has failed in the mission that the Valar sent the Maya there to do, right? The 5 wizards. So basically they give Gandalf his position and his power as kind of the head of the order, which is why Gandalf's able to just break his staff, right? Basically gave him more power. Yeah, it's a fun little video. I was surprised it got a pretty good thing there, because I say a little bit of what my beliefs are too. I have similar beliefs to what my beliefs are to Tolkien, but I'm more Protestant than Catholic because he was a Roman Catholic, but a lot of similarities there still. But anyway, Tolkien's lore is so fun. It's so cool because there's comparisons to real life, but at the same time, it's its own thing. And again, that's my biggest thing when it comes to the new series. I'm really, really hoping that it's you know, that they do a good job of it not being a you know, bringing in issues of what we're dealing with in culture things and stuff today, because it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be Middle Earth in the Second Age. It's not supposed to be Middle Earth in the Second Age giving us messages of what we're dealing with on Earth in our age, right? In the 21st century. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not supposed to be like that. It's not what Tolkien would be very disappointed. So if they don't do that, that would be a big thumbs up for me right there. Even if the other ways. I'm gonna do something real quick. One sec. There. Since we're talking. Get a little bigger. So I'm not just a little square. Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself right there. And that's what Tolkien wants too. He wants it to be a story you can get immersed into and enjoy. Like, the reason I love fantasy, the reason I love like even like good animes, I'd like to premise good animes that are appropriate, because a lot of people think animes are just all this bad stuff, and there's good ones out there that aren't a bunch of bad stuff, even though there's some that are bad. I don't watch those ones, but that's why I like to get into fantasy. That's actually no offense to Game of Thrones. That's one of the reasons I don't really have a huge love for Game of Thrones, even though I really like some of the characters, and I do really like the maps and the dragons and the it's really like the battles between thrones and stuff. But I don't like how much it gets into like the nitty gritty of the evil of real life, with just like all these things and treachery and inappropriate things. And I understand that's a real thing, and sometimes that's fun to watch a drama show or a series like that, But again, when I watched the series, I fast forwarded like a third of the series because I was gonna watch all this horrible, inappropriate stuff. I didn't mind the gore, but the other stuff was like, oh, okay, we're gonna fast forward 10 minutes there, 10 minutes there. But and again, I know that person who wrote that, I forget what's I forget his initials, right? But when he wrote that, he said he did get some inspiration from Tolkien. Obviously, Tolkien's kind of just the father of fantasy because you can think of many things as Tolkien. Like, I mean, we have World of Warcraft, pretty much, and D&D, and all these fantasy realms are basically Tolkien took older Norse legends, Greek, everything, British, Scott, all the different legends, and he probably brought out what we know today as elves, dwarves, orcs, humans, hobbits, halflings, kind of gnomes came off hobbits, right? So it's kind of cool. But yes, I completely agree. It is supposed to be, we're supposed to be able to get at, you can choose a fantasy if you want that has a lot of real life stuff in it, but really the half the time that I watch, and like you say you watch fantasy, is just we want to get away from real life. We deal with that already, right? And that's always a thing. We always have to deal with stuff like that. That's life. But we're trying to relax. We don't want it pushed in our face through a media we want to watch, right? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's how I think that's how most people should approach it. Because we really don't have enough info to go on. Is it going to be horrible yet, or is it going to be great? There's some signs both ways. There's some big warning signs that are like, we'll see. But there's also some things like it could be really good, or it could be kind of like The Hobbit, where a lot of it is good and there's one or two things we just kind of dislike, right? But we'll see how they portray it. But I'm gonna judge it once it comes out, and we'll definitely cover it on this channel. So if you're not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. But yeah, definitely we'll absolutely review that stuff, because that'll be kind of important. Like, again, my channel, I don't just do LOTRO. I really love LOTRO. It's a great game, and it's kind of my canvas. I do a lot of stuff through it but definitely I want to do a lot of things off that too. And again, as you can see here, like I have the Witch King helmet, the Witch King sword, Sauron's mace, the United Cutlery replicas, and this whole wall behind you is all United Cutlery replicas. So I have some reviews already on the collection playlist, but I'm gonna be doing more. So if you guys are interested in that, and if they're still sold, I add links for you guys on my collection playlist. So that's always my goal, so that it can be some fun way for you guys to get replicas or collecting things for yourself. And again, things aren't everything. I'm blessed to have a lot of these things, but again, I've always bought them on sale. I have a whole story of how I got Orcris Sheath on sale. It was 50% off, so I got it. It came. Then thehobbit.com, which is where I got it from, it was chipped when it came, the end of it, and I told them, like, hey, can I send this back and get a different one? It's chipped. And they're like, that was our last one. And the guy's like, what about you keep it and I refund you? And I was like, I can deal with the chip. They were really nice. So huge, thehobbitshop.com, you guys, huge thumbs up. It's a great customer service. That was amazing. Yeah, so it was 50% off when I bought it, and then he completely refunded me. So I got it 100% free. I think the only thing I might have paid for is like the $15 shipping. Maybe. If that might have been free. Like, I got it free. It was like $140 sheath, not the sword, the sheath, the wooden sheath. And I got it free because the guy was like, oh, we're sorry that it chipped on the way there, because it was something they did. The packaging wasn't good, so it broke on the bottom. But he just glued it on with super glue. It doesn't, you can barely even tell. Yeah, it was really cool. So anyway, I always advertise. They're pretty awesome. thehobbitshop.com. Yeah, I do agree. Tolkien has created the love of what we have today with fantasy. So pretty much everything I enjoy, you can hear the dog sniffing in the game. I still have the game up behind this. Everything we enjoy with fantasy, like, we really have a lot to thank Tolkien for. Like, really, like, and granted, like, C.S. Lewis, he did a lot too, but he did more of the fantasy and with fauns and centaurs. It was more of the Greek mythology. But like a lot of the real fantasy stuff we love with all these series, we really have Tolkien to thank for it. He really collected it, made a really good story that made other people be creative then, right? To make more on it. Which is why I always want to be a torchbearer. of Tolkien's lore, and then also I make my own fun fantasy stuff on the side for fan lore that I try to make match in well without ruining any real lore. So again, I will make some lore videos on that in the future. I just really have to make sure I have it ready and what I want to show you guys. But anyway, fun talks, my friends. I went a little longer than I was going to go today with my live stream, but we were having fun, and I appreciate you guys' conversations. And thanks for hanging out. And I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. And I will see you guys in the next episodes here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. If you're not subscribed, you're watching right now, guys. If you click subscribe, it'll pop up here, and you'll have it forever on the channel. You can see our newest subscriber right there. Holly subscribed right up here, the top. Latest subscriber. She subscribed during the stream. Yes, you guys have a good one too. And yes, don't forget to share. My biggest battle right now has been basically the algorithms. Trying to get it out there because I keep having people tell me, I love your channel. I can't believe I haven't found it. You've been around for a year? Like, so it's really like, that's been my biggest challenge because I never want to do clickbaity titles. Like sometimes I'll do something that's a common title, right? But like, I don't like to do clickbait things, so. But again, I do find occasionally things that are like good words that get put out there real quick, right? So we'll see. But, and I've got a good little community here. I love the community of Tolkien YouTubers. It's been really awesome. Men of the West, if you know what channel that is, Yoiston and Nerd of the Rings, Matt, have really we've become really good friends, and they've really helped me. They give me a lot of advice on what to do, what to be careful with, like with YouTube, what's the best way to, you know, be good at YouTube and make good thumbnails, good titles, that kind of stuff. Yes, thank you for being subbed. I appreciate it. Yeah, wow, yeah. Tolkien stuff is awesome. It's so fun. World of Warcraft's a great game too. And honestly, I was reading a book about how it was talking about a lot of the people who created the whole Blizzard, World of Warcraft, all that stuff. A lot of inspiration they actually admitted was from Tolkien stuff. Granted, their stories are awesome. They're very different from Tolkien stuff, but a lot of the baseline ideas of orcs and stuff. Now, granted, in World of Warcraft, orcs are more of just another race, so they're less prone to be just evil, right? They're a little barbarian-ish, but they're like, there's good ones and evil ones alike. Where Tolkien's lore, the orcs are more corrupted elves. That's a little different. But anyway, that could be a fun video to make for lore. The comparisons of dwarf orcs from Lord of the Rings and World of Warcraft. So anyway, got some fun ideas from you guys today to make other videos, so. All right, you guys have a great day in Middle-earth. I want a quick little shout out and thank you to my Patreons here. You guys are the best. Thanks for your support. And if you guys are interested, we do have you get a Discord if you join Patreon, and it's any of the levels. You can get the lowest level and you get Discord. I wanted to make it obtainable for everybody, but at the same time, I didn't want to just make Discord free because then you get a lot of people who just join, and then it's a lot more sometimes you have to be like removing people if there's a troublemaker, you know, that kind of thing. I want people to be more invested if they want to join the Discord. But again, though, if you subscribe, which is free, and it'll be right here if there's someone watching a video later, remember that I post stuff on my community tab, so you won't be left out. So Discord's fun because it's a fun little extra community thing, but you will not be left out if you're subscribed and watch my community tab. I will let you know ahead and stuff on the channel. So yes. All right, next episode will be up here for people who watch this later. And playlist is right there. Subscribe button. You guys have a great day in Middle-earth, and I'll see you in the next one. And I'm your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield, as always. See ya.